separate stream. All right. So, does everyone remember? Or do we want to do a recap?
We fought a giant ant monster, I believe, in the desert.
It was a wasp lion.
Sure, close enough.
Yeah.
A giant insect fucker. Then we went into the city. We spoke to a bunch of people. We met the leaders of Rogum. They know what we did last summer, and we are currently bribing them with Apophyse's body to keep their mouths shut, or at the very least, neutrality. Chip does not like his father based on context clues. Morris isn't exactly happy about what we've done and said that his boss will kill us if he ever finds out what we've done. And we did say something about formalizing trade agreements with Dratho proper.
Okay.
And we met the rulers of the Borderlands, and while they were very polite, said that after the summit, nobody's welcome again.
All right, that about sums it up. That's oh wait, no, that doesn't. There is a whole other half of things that happened.
Yeah, we killed Godric.
Yeah. Right! I forgot about what Apophis did.
And I'm Godric.
So Apophis, Pancake, and Cilantro committed a coup, then fired to an orphanage to distract the whatever army Godric managed to pull together, killed Godric, and then Apophis ate Godric, is now Godric, and is now holding Cilantro, quote-unquote, prisoner.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I forgot all of this happened in person, so there's no stream of it.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, we catch up in the desert city of Orbeta after the as it is quite late in the evening after meeting with the leaders of the Restless Borderland.
Pretty.
As you're
very
leaving,
pixelated to me.
Oh.
Get more bandwidth.
Place?
Yep.
There we go.
All right. Before you leave, the one of the diplomats says, "Oh, in terms of lodging, there are two options for you. There's we have an inn that's a bit underground for those who don't quite like the light, and we have one that's more formal and more liked over that way."
I'm now getting a proper look at the city, and it's fairly impressive, actually.
Question.
Yeah, I was really sad that the map didn't got lost for some reason. But what's your question?
Are the blimps canon?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
How else did we get over the sand walls?
I don't know.
Wait,
Blimps
that
are in
means
the
they
upper
have
right.
engines.
I was about to say.
Oh no.
They don't have. Have you ever actually looked at the blimps?
No, because we only just now realized that they existed.
They do look pretty steampunk, though.
I did describe blimps when you first got into town, though. I do remember that.
I might have been distracted with serving ice cream.
You can look at the internal make if you want. It
Crocodile
is
Conservatory?
Yeah.
Wait, where is this?
Number 12?
Yeah, I was very upset that the map got lost. There's a lot of cool stuff on this map.
Oh my god, we're gonna be here forever.
Where is this handout? I want to see the locations, areas.
It's on the side of the map.
Oh.
Yeah. So, as I said, you could stay in either the Colossal Spider Tavern or the Tame Cave Inn.
I'd rather not. Wait.
At this point, it's around 9. Things are closing down. It's later in the evening.
Spider.
Yeah, actually no. This was after you met with Damascus, I believe. So
yeah,
he would have. Yeah. So we would have mentioned he would be staying over here. You don't quite know where everyone else is staying, but
Spider.
so one vote for Spider,
Cave.
one vote for Cave.
I
Yeah.
swear you chose Cave just to challenge me.
That's not true. I have my reasons.
Are those reasons intricately folded metal?
What?
Oh, I guess that would be a reason, wouldn't it?
I legit didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said, are those reasons intricately folded metal?
Oh. No.
I'm fine with either.
And vote for nothing, and I guess that leaves it.
Happy to be contribute.
I mean, there's no reason we all have to stay in the same place.
That's true.
Yeah.
Semlix, where do you want to stay then?
I'll stay at the nicer place, I guess.
That would be the tavern. Yeah, the Colossal Spider Tavern.
Okay. That works.
No, that's hella far away. Yeah, y'all have fun walking.
And fly.
I mean, the one that you want. I don't actually see a path to the one that you want to go to.
I should
You're not wrong.
I should have specified it's in the cliffside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you would go around here down and then like go into a little gatehouse here, and it's like yeah.
See, that's closer.
Up here is mostly like this part is mostly ruins, but like the actual inn is in the cliffside.
Holy shit, this map is huge.
Yeah, no, it's a
Right.
nice map. I was
Love it.
very upset when that got lost. It's so cool.
I look forward to us derailing here for the next 10 sessions.
Well, I think I've come up with a pretty cool backup character, so
All right.
Cool.
it's nowhere
I
near
have
playing
thoughts.
out.
I have an idea. I just need to choose his gifts.
All right.
But
Well,
also, and this will have a particular effect on Derek, just keep in mind that the longer that you're gone, Apophis is all on his own.
yeah, no,
Mhm.
Apophis will have
Pancake.
Apophis will have adventures. I've got a thing planned for that. Well, I got a couple
Excellent.
actually. Like you're not just gonna be sitting there. There's things are
know.
gonna happen to you too.
Yep.
Okay, so
Sounds like we're splitting up.
that's what you want to do? You want to just go straight for bed and wake up for the summon in the morning then?
I almost just dragged myself to the Crocodile Conservatory.
It is
Well,
rather late. Most of the things will be
Focus.
like closed pretty much. Unless you
What?
actively decide to wander around, which you can if you really want to.
We'll deal with it after the trial.
Why does the map scroll when I attempt to go away? It wants me to throw Chip in the ocean.
Oh, I should clarify. That's a river. That's like Nile style.
Well, then it wants Chip to go into a river.
Like this. Yeah, no, this is just a big ass river. It's not the ocean. I should clarify that.
It's
100%.
Desert Venice.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually.
I figured it out. It is mega jank.
Goodbye.
Well, it sounds like Remy is going to be the only one going in the cliffside. All right. Since Remy is, being a trailblazer, let's start with Remy's then. Welcome to the team, kid. Oh, you must be one of the diplomats. Thank you for choosing us. Welcome to Tame Cave Inn. There've only been a couple of the diplomats have been over here. There's one fellow. and there was one fellow who looked rather gloomy, and another who was needed an excess of space, I suppose is the best way to say it.
I'm acquainted with the gloomy one, but this place just sounded more interesting.
Well, I'm glad someone thinks that. There's a lot of good history to these halls, but, it's not too glamorous, as age has not been the kindest. But anyways,
Do we know how long we're gonna be here?
However long we're allowed to stay before they physically kick us out.
All right.
The night, probably.
you like they did make it pretty clear that, they're happy to host a summit, but they don't necessarily like outsiders too much.
Right. Well, then I guess I would like a room just for the night.
Buy antiques while we're here because they will sell well because they're so hard to get.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably not the worst idea in the world, but all right. So yeah, okay, a room for the night. Would you like one with that's a bit more on the historical side? Would you want like one that's been freshly renovated, or do you just want any room?
What are you screeching about over there?
I just heard like Brett, and then
Yeah.
it cut.
Did
Remy will get a haunted room.
I mean, yeah, with that, I would like the historic room.
Okay. Just follow me. The concierge grabs a torch and is like, "This way," and leads you down deep hallways and corridors until you see a rather ornate, if faded, and musty room. Well, this here was to the inhabitants before. A lot of their ruins are still sort of on the outskirts. When Pseudo came to town, it's a lot of the way of life here was sort of a lot of the tribals and old kings just sort of fell out of fashion. I suppose is the best way to say it.
Interesting.
And there are some relics. I do ask that you don't take them, but you're free to look, you're free to touch. Anything is fine as long as you don't destroy it.
It's a
It's a
good
good
thing
thing me and
Daniel's
Chip-
not here.
I was gonna say it's a good thing me and Chip aren't there because we would immediately touch.
All right. Do you want to look around the room at all, or just like go back to that later?
We can go back to that later.
Okay.
Mm.
We'll go to the rest of the party then. Welcome. And you see as you approach the gate, you see a bustling tavern with a lot of shrubbery, greenery, a lot more than should probably be in this desert place, rather than the sandstone roofs and beige hues of all the buildings around it. This one has an immense garden and is obviously throwing its wealth around. Group of diplomats. Yes, we do have rooms set up for most of the parties. We had one set up for everyone, but one of the groups of diplomats decided to go to a different tavern. So, although we are rather booked, we do have 3 rooms available. That should be no problem.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone is silent. The concierge is concerned.
I said yeah, and I think my mic just didn't pick it up.
it kind of. I just heard yeah.
What did it just get like a quiet little squeak of a yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
I love it. The fact that Chip is the only one making a noise is, I think, the best part of
Yeah,
this.
I was like,
This is diplomatic relations. Daniel knows to shut the fuck up.
The concierge isn't necessarily diplomatic, but sure.
No, but we're in a building full of diplomats.
It's fair. And like, well, okay.
Yes,
3
please.
rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 rooms. They should be marked. It should be rather obvious which ones are which. If you wish to do the schmoozing thing that a lot of those diplomats like to do, they're just sort of around in the bar. We do have some interesting drinks, which I don't know how locals will deal with them, but should be interesting at least.
I believe the only group that we haven't interacted with was the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, the Beast Kingdom is the only one you didn't actually interact with.
Well,
You want-
here's something at the bar.
You looking around at the bar then?
Yes. And I love how our biggest diplomacy person decided to go to a completely different inn.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun.
You got
This
me
is
at
your-
least.
Yeah, okay. That's true.
We're
Alright.
fucked.
So is everyone going to the bar, or do you just Daniel alone?
No, Daniel not alone.
They
That
know
looks-
not to leave me unattended.
You joining them?
Samlix, it's your time to shine, to rein them in. Good luck.
Oh boy.
Alright. Well, I see the door. You see a lot of familiar faces. You see Nosgrat, sitting there pounding him down quite excessively, and Plek is trying his best to drink with something, but it's rather difficult with a beak.
Oh.
Oh
It just-
boy.
The best he can do is make it bubble after shoving his face into it.
When were straws created?
Straws don't work if you don't have lips.
When were funnels created?
Oh god.
Funnels
Oh,
exist.
birds can't actually drink with their heads up like that, I don't think.
No.
Or is it that they can't drink upside down?
One of those.
Basically, what they do is they get some water in their mouth and then press it back with their tongue.
You also see, Volota Porter and you see Volota Porter and the assistant just not as much drinking, but they have a rather exotic drink from, and they're just sort of looking at it. Have a note, Volota has a notepad by her side, and just looking at it from every angle, doing everything but drinking it.
It's been so long that I forgot all the people, but I know that bitch is Samrogum.
Probably a safe assumption. You also see to the other end, chatting, being quite chatty with a lot of them. Your old friend, Umbra, is talking with the locals. They all seem to be rather interested and captivated by him.
Cool.
You notice Daniel specifically bites down on his tongue.
Who would you like to talk to?
Oh god.
Or do you want to look around?
Did we notice anybody from the Beast Kingdom?
Actually, no. You don't see anyone you could infer is from there, oddly enough.
Unfortunate.
I should also point out, Morris is also there at the bar. He's a bit he went a bit overboard. It's been
He's a few deep.
It's been a long time since he's actually had a break, and he's taking full advantage of it.
It's been a long time since he's had a break, and then the news that he got on the way here.
So Morris is just kind of has his face down at the bar, like five quite large bottles of something you're not sure of are in front of him. Bottles.
Ooh. My guy needs a hug.
No. Can you list the diplomats from what kingdoms they are? Just because I don't know any of the fucking names.
Sure. Of the ones you met, there is Volota Porter, leader of Rogum. There's Pertinax Umbra. You know Umbra.
So that's his first name.
Yes.
You've known it before.
Did we?
Yes. There is Nosgrot, the orc leader of the Amalgam territories. There's Plek, same. Haven't met anyone from the Beast Kingdom yet. And of who's here, do you just want who's here or all of them total?
Anyone who's relevant to us.
You met Damascus, representative of, Drather proper, not here. There is... Oh. Actually, no, he wouldn't be at the bar, I suppose. There's Kairos Faust. You didn't actually hear about where he's staying, but it's probably a safe assumption he's around here. He is not at the bar, however. And there is... You didn't quite get his name, but there's a meter... Wait, actually, did you ask for his name? The leader of the Restless Borderlands?
Yes, I believe we did trade names during our conversation.
Yeah, his what he refers to himself as is pseudo, and
Yes.
There's Morris, who is here as well.
Well, speaking with the rulers of the Borderlands seems like a moot point because they're just going to close themselves off again.
Well, they're
we
not
should-
even here. They're
Oh,
they're-
okay. You said
That
that
was-
there's somebody with Plek, also from the Amalgam territories.
yeah, you met him. Nosgrot. You met him when you came into town, actually.
Yes, I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember our interaction at all.
Oh, I do. Let's see how this goes.
That's not fair. I don't have recordings to go off of.
Well, so if you're unsure, we can step back into Remy, or we can go on to Apotheosis things.
Let's talk to Plek's friend.
All right, we'll talk to. All right, you're talking to.
Morris deserves a break from our fuckery.
Maybe. Okay, you're talking to Nosgrot. I was like, oh, hello again. It's
Daniel.
interesting. So, well, make any horrible deals while you were waiting on that?
Hmm.
A lot of people in the market are quite skilled at. Well, watch your pockets.
No, we're gonna do the sightseeing tomorrow.
Well,
How about
That's pro-
yourself?
Well, I did a good amount here. The lead, from what I gathered, the leaders have made it rather clear that they're willing to host us, but they're don't exactly want people to stick around too much, unless you find some reason why you need to. But after this, I'm probably going to go back to Amalgam when I'm the one in charge of most of the actual managing, and Stonefell isn't exactly the best leader on their own, but how are you? I know you had one member who didn't show up. I actually know of him. Was any reason why Apophis isn't here?
No, you son of a bitch! Oh.
Just ask a direct question, Daniel.
Yes, I'm thinking.
I had a tummy ache.
He stayed behind in our kingdom to deal with local affairs while we are gone.
At the other end of the bar, you see Veloda's assistant just counting some coins, shoots you a glance, and then goes back to counting. Like, oh, local affairs. I see. Well, it's good to have someone to deal with the home front, as it's good to make sure all that stuff is resolved. But that's a shame. I did want to talk to him. Oh well, I'm sure I'll have a chance to in the future.
You're more than welcome to come and visit sometime and speak with him.
Might take you up on that actually. It's been
Why do
some
you say these things?
Who's talking again? I was reading.
Nosgrat.
Who do you think? Who do you think is
Yeah.
making bad life
You
choices?
know of Nosgrat, like, but
Yeah.
intro, you know of him. You've met him. Okay.
Yeah.
I might take you up on that. Hopefully, this summit is just some. I don't know what it's about actually. Probably just some. He probably just wants us to get work with him again, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, he
Totally.
He wants to work with them, just not in a way we want. Oh God, why do you let me open my mouth?
I mean, it's always entertaining. It's just usually a terrible idea.
You haven't actually done anything bad yet.
Not yet.
I'm also not lying at all.
Yeah.
Well, misdirections. I should point this out. Remember, Salantra pointed out that Clark Murdoch, Veloda's the one with Veloda, can sense intentional misdirections and lies, and they were just counting and shot a glance at you while you mentioned Apophis.
Yes, they also know why Apophis isn't actually here. And
Yeah.
to be fair, he is actually dealing with local affairs.
Yeah. So he's already pretty much. So, well, let's say you're just.
And no,
spending
I
time-
did forget about that. So,
Okay. So, while you're dealing with that, Remy, you want to look around your room or look around at some of the other rooms in the large historical section?
But the room I'm in.
All right.
Remy
you-
accidentally finds Faust.
Uh, history is like
Yours.
history is wisdom, right? And like D&D.
History is intelligence in D&D.
Yeah.
All right, roll me an intelligence check. Just see what you would find around the room. That's just the mark. All right. You find a lot of carvings describing a good amount of some rather faded tapestries and stuff on the wall. You see an image of a man in a cloak just leading people and building a large temple to himself. Then you see them putting him on a pike. You see the ones who was one of the main people behind putting him on the pike also doing the same. Then he was also put on a pike. This goes on for quite a while, and eventually it seems like a large history of conflict, pikes, and scattering. You also notice, oddly enough, one of the figures from here, just as he was seeing everyone go on pikes, he left, just setting out to the sea.
Okay.
Do you want to just keep looking around the room?
Yeah.
Okay. What else would there be? But as you're looking around, it seems to be the carvings here seem to be slightly after the fracturing. Actually, they don't seem to be very old. Only like 300-400 years total. It's not anything too out of the not anything too ancient.
Alright.
You also hear a lot. You also, as you're looking around, hear a large thud in one of the streets. You're like, no, no, no! Watch it! Watch it! Put a lot of money on that.
Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a greater listen in on that.
Okay. All right. As you muffle the sounds around you and focus on those in the other room, you're like, here. Why did you spend the entire time on clothes that you're never not even going to wear? Why did you? You can literally go to whatever shape you want. Why do you even bother with this? Like, it's a sense of showmanship. We're never gonna be back here. There's so much to do, so much to see. And I always make sure to get the most extravagant regal clothes wherever I go. There's so much good here.
Oh no!
I don't expect you to understand.
It's,
I recognize that tone.
I was about to say, like, is that oh my god, names.
Reagan
names wrong.
Oil Finder.
Reagan. Yeah, that's the word. I
God of
wanted.
capitalism.
It's not actually Reagan.
It's
Damn it.
not.
No, it's actually not.
All right.
Reagan, despite his things, is not a diplomatic leader.
Fair.
There, yeah. Okay. All
Actually,
right. Neat.
I now have a personal headcanon that he goes to a summit and then cons the money out of all the diplomats.
I'm here
Like
for
he
it.
walks into the UN and somehow gets a trade deal from everybody and is like, how the fuck did that happen?
You say
not
that
gonna
like
touch
he
that.
wouldn't be like oozing confidence the entire time.
Yeah. But yeah,
Right.
but it just keeps going on. It's like, and it's obvious. You can tell one of them with a deeper voice seems, from what you can hear, seems to be more, gruff and uninterested in his exploits. Is just not happy, and the other one just seems to have gone through and bought everything he could see, and despite if he would ever use it or not.
Right.
Okay. I guess that's, unless anyone wants to do anything else, we're just gonna time skip a bit and then wake up in the morning for summit. Okay.
Sounds good.
What's going on with Apophis?
Okay, that's a good question. All right. So let's go back to the world map. So, All right, Apophis. As you are settling into your quote unquote new role and getting more used to things, you with the help of Cilantro have built a more formal town hall and holding cell, while Killiam was apprehended and is in the basement, has refused to really communicate or talk with you, and Pancake was the one being sent to guard them. Cilantro has also found a way to conceal himself, gathering a cloak and hiding some of the key features. It's like, hello, Godric. A lot of the territories to the north that you worked so hard to unify are they we've secured a lot of them, but it might help if you do go see them, or maybe just make yourself known, because after all, you did fight off the invasion.
I understand. It would be important to make people aware of my presence and to contribute to the rebuilding after the unsuccessful coup attempt.
Yes, of course. And we should make sure that they know it was unsuccessful. But one question, since Killiam was one of the key figures behind this coup, what should we do with him? I know Pancake has
Well-
just been watching him in the cell. I haven't really checked in on them, but what should we do with them?
Hmm. I'm loath to shed more blood. I think that it may be unsuitable for this absolute violence. Remaining imprisoned will allow us to continuously demonstrate that we are, or that I am, still very much in charge but without a bloodlust that they must fear.
That makes sense. Well, I'm sure he would be very valuable, so we might want to convince him somehow. I know Daniel was adamant about that if possible, but
Yeah, Killiam's the scientist, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's my mad
Mhm.
Yeah.
scientist.
I was about to say, I was pretty sure that Daniel would be upset if he died.
He would be upset, but he would understand why you had to do it.
yeah,
Perhaps I
he
should
would.
go talk to him.
He also made Pancake. Like he was
Yeah.
like he knew Pancake longer than anyone. So okay, so you want to go down and search for him?
Yeah.
As you go down to the holding cell, you see it open with Pancake just staring at the corner. You
Uh-oh.
don't see any signs of him.
Hmm. Give me 1 second to double check.
That's a thought.
Stop having thoughts.
So do you remember the old-fashioned Play-Doh extruders?
Oh no.
If Pancake banned people in a locked room with jail cells, would they be extruded through them?
Jesus. Stop.
See, I knew exactly what you were talking about and exactly what you were imagining. In terms of like a person being the Play-Doh. I wasn't going to guess Pancake willing them to be smushed.
So I'm gonna go over to the corner and start inspecting, looking for where he has escaped from.
Roll me the intelligence check just for investigation. Okay, as you're looking around, what's happened is actually quite obvious. So you see that the door, Pancake was sent to guard,
Mhm.
and Pancake is also has the ability to, have domain over areas where you are and are not. And Pancake has known Killiam longer than anyone. Pancake has
So
known
Pancake
Killiam
has let
longer
him
than
out.
Yes, Pancake has actively let, and the fact he's staring at the corner seems to show he doesn't really know if he's done something wrong, but he thinks
Oh,
been
he's doing the
trouble
dog
for it.
thing where it's like, ha,
Aw.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you, but I'm over here.
yeah,
Okay,
he's
I thought
doing
he
that.
was like looking there because that's where he had gone.
No, he's doing the dog. Yeah, he's doing the dog
Okay.
thing. Like I broke. I chewed up something. Now
Yep.
I'm staring at a corner. He's doing
Okay.
that.
So, can he talk? Or can I talk to him?
You can talk, but you wouldn't be able to understand Pancake, I don't think.
What? I don't know if you would be.
I don't think
I don't
Pancake
think I
would be able to
can.
understand you.
No, Pancake can
Can he?
like in the same way like dogs understand
Okay.
Yeah, isn't it more the inverse?
Yeah, it's more the inverse. I'm gonna check your character sheet to see if you can like understand Pancake.
I can't.
Okay.
It would have to be
Yeah,
something
it's-
that would be proxied through cilantro again.
Dogs understand doing a behavior in association to a sounds that you make.
But they
We
don't
say
understand
sit.
language.
Nah, like we say sit and lay down because it's easy for us, but we can say
Yeah.
taco. They don't
Yep.
care.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give Pancake a long look.
Oh, no.
Pancake avoids your gaze.
God damn it.
Whose bright idea was it to let one of the dogs create his guard his creator?
That was actually your idea, funnily enough.
Well, that was your first mistake, listening to me.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
that
That
definitely
usually does it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, we have a problem on our hands.
Well,
I'm
Cilantro,
going to. Where's Cilantro at?
he is still upstairs in his own little, still in the area where you were. He was just managing some stuff. Doesn't actually know.
So I'm going to go back upstairs.
Like-
Cilantro, we seem to have a problem. It
What?
seems that Daniel's pet was a little too kindly with his creator, and he seems to have escaped. I believe we must subtly put the word out to be on the hunt for him.
That's
I'm
That is troubling. The good news is that people are aware that he caused the coup, so I don't know how. If he was to have a asylum here, it would probably only be in areas he was familiar with, or in areas, or those who know, who think he was not involved with the coup, despite the fact he was.
damn. Very good. Put the word out to be on the lookout for him. Now, you are correct. I imagine there will not be a great deal of sympathy for him here, but he will be somewhere in Kosnia, looking to continue to cause trouble.
Maybe. I don't know if it's passed beyond before this, to be honest with you, but
Ooh, I just had a thought.
You should have
Ooh.
killed him.
Does Godric have memories of spending time with Killiam and discussing things?
yeah, actually. As you search into your memory, you see a mostly cordial relationship. Although neither of them, liked Faust at all. They seem to disagree quite a bit about the methods. Godric wanted to best him and unite against him. He did not want to ever indulge his games, given his experience of Faust always putting his enemies into situations where the only right answer was not to play his game.
Mm-hmm.
And whereas Killiam was originally from Kueth, and his methodology involved a lot more of trying to create newer gods and find ways to refine divinity to overcome him. And Godric was a very moral and ethical person. Killiam, he was not, not even remotely. But they were cordial. They did work together, and he did mention offhand that he had before that he was moving some things from his old research lab over.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I think we're going to be investigating that laboratory.
You had an old lab, I see.
Indeed.
Well,
It may
I
be
think
fortuitous for Godric to not be seen performing this investigation.
that's true. Godric will be quite busy here, fixing things up after the coup attempt, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, maybe Apophis could help.
I would agree. So I'm going to sort of step out of sight and come back in a completely different, unrecognizable form.
Okay.
Kind of give a little
Villager
shake.
ether face.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
not doing that.
Yeah, no. And I know you know this, but I'm saying this for clarity for everyone. He can change form, but how it works is like actively impersonating a form would have to be like Fate thing or like another form of things, but he can just have a like new form.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen me be different people before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because his
like-
his true form is Big Dragon Boy.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the point is like it's changing from Dragon Apophis to Apophis version A or Apophis version B. He can't just like, oh, I'm now Killiam, for example.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
This isn't even my final form.
So I can look like Killiam,
You can, but
but I
it's
can't be Killiam.
yeah, and it's
Mhm.
like if someone looks close enough, it is
Yeah, it's obviously not him.
yeah. Okay, so
So, yeah, it's a different flavor of.
yep, just gotcha. Different flavor. Understood.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's
I am
send the
glad
word.
to be done with the body. A reprieve from the body for now is most enjoyable.
Well, it's been still, it has been productive. It was
I
you
would
know, very
agree.
few casualties. Things have been working out quite well.
That's very true indeed. Now let's make efforts towards uncovering this old laboratory that may be having some new life breathed into it.
Okay. All right.
So,
Uh,
I'm gonna just travel there, I guess. Do I know where that is?
Through Godric's
Godric's
memories, you don't know where it is. You would know like it was kind of close to here. You would actually know it'd be in the frontier. He would have
Okay.
mentioned that.
So, this is where I can save a little bit of time searching and just ask you to tell me.
Yeah, you can. You're doing that.
Yep.
Okay. Commit the effort, etc.,
Yep.
etc. His old lab would have been around here.
Okay. Then it is to there that I shall go.
I
Yep.
remember that lab. It was fun.
Yeah, this is like session 2 stuff. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, half the party was trying to fight enemies. The other half was just like, arrest us, we get arrested, and then we immediately break out of prison.
Oh, before I leave, you can hear through Pancake, right, Daniel?
If Daniel is listening, and he generally is.
I'm gonna just go back in and I'm gonna go back down to where Pancake is, and I'll just say through Pancake, I'll just say, Pancake is a bad dog.
Pancake looks down.
Oh, my heart.
In the middle of the
Look,
bar,
I-
Daniel just tilts his head confused.
Oh, I've left.
No, Daniel has
That's
no
all
idea
I
what the
said.
context is.
Yep.
I guess not. All right, cool.
Yeah, I guess I could have just asked Daniel where the lab
Yeah.
was, but
It
I think this is absolutely the way Apophis would have done it.
it did. All right. Well, now you ready for the summit?
Yeah, baby.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, the best kind of poorly.
Oh, that's probably accurate. Let's.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go get water for this one.
Oh, jeez.
That's ominous enough. Okay, that works.
Oh boy,
Is music?
so that's unnecessarily ominous. I'm upset.
All right. At the crack of dawn, you
I
all
don't
wait.
actually hear it.
I don't hear it either.
There it goes.
Do I have Chrome muted for some reason? No.
I don't know.
At the crack of dawn, you all wake up to and begin heading over to the Cord Command Center.
Which
Remy, what fun!
obviously beat everyone too.
Yep, you meet everyone there. In the room next to you, you see a hulking, man in a hulking beast in full armor that's just walking alongside, one that's actually rather scrawny and in the nicest clothing you have ever seen.
Going off the assumption that this is the person that bought a shit ton of clothing, are they wearing very elegant clothing?
Oh yeah, extremely.
Great. I will say such that is a very elegant outfit you have there.
I know, right? It's fabulous. It's fantastic. Traveling with it is a pain, but it's well worth it. Well worth it. And the one to his side just sort of scoffs. Come now, it's fine. There's a lot of great things here, and you're just no fun at all. But yes, no, the clothes are magnificent, and there's such weird ones over here. I don't know if when I'll wear them, but nice to have them.
Bankrupt's entire country for clothes that he doesn't need to wear.
Here for it.
Right.
Like,
Makes sense to me.
well, by the direction you're going, you must be, you're going to the summit?
Indeed.
Yes, we are.
You're not quite there yet. This is just Remian. But yeah.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, like, this is stuff in the other one. Like, well, my name is Astra. It is... I suppose I am the acting leader of the Beast Kingdom. You notice he is distinctively not beast-like at all.
I had something to say and then my brain died. Hold on.
Hold on.
Not mine.
Here we go. Here's how it looks.
Hold on. I was looking at it. Oh, yeah, no, not very beastly.
Why does his face remind me of something?
I don't know why it reminds you of something. That
Oh,
I mean, I know what it reminds me of.
My brain is going to like one of the vampire lords from Skyrim.
Hmm.
He just looks like your generic aristocratic dingus.
Yep. I'll just say that's an interesting way to put it.
No, I looked at this and it's like Arabian Guy Fawkes.
it's a pretty great description, all right. It's like, well, I'm looking forward to this summer to be over. Then I can just, I'll meander a bit until they kick me out. That'll be great. It's like the beast, or are you sure you can afford to just sit around? There's a situation at, stop it.
Get some help.
And, he keeps going on and on about clothing and exotic goods the whole time you're walking over.
Exotic butters.
No, not exotic butters.
Oh, all the exotic butters.
Oh god.
And as the three of you are walking over,
Been a
you,
while since I've thought
you
about
know,
exotic butters.
everyone, this time, as you go to the lobby, it's like, hello, diplomats, we actually have transportation arranged for you since we're hosting a lot of this. We have a cab carriage for all of the major parties. Please enjoy.
Why are you chuckling?
We're being
I have a
screwed.
head cannon of ours exploding and falling off a bridge.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I was about to say, join the very certainly not a trap VIP carriage.
The trap is Daniel got in the cart.
I'm so glad I walked.
Yep.
So, are you gonna walk or are you gonna go in a carriage?
I'll go in the carriage. Fuck it.
We scooting.
Semlix?
Stomachs will walk.
Okay. All right. Well, the other two of you travel through, and let me.
Would I still be with the Beast Kingdom leader when they arrive? Roughly.
Oh yeah. No, you're like walking with him.
Great.
Yeah.
I whenever they do arrive, my eye is going to twitch just a little bit.
Okay, because
I
he would not have shut up about clothing like the whole time, just flat out.
Mhm.
I would like to point out the danger that Semlix just caused, leaving Daniel and Chip unattended.
It's a
Maybe.
very awful
right.
idea.
But as
We're in a vehicle.
So I've
though.
been politely listening to him talking about his clothing, not interrupting or anything. Just
Okay.
listening.
yeah, no, all right. The large beastman to the side of you just looks like he's been tuning this out for years.
Yeah, great.
And those of you who are in the carriage, in traveling through, it's actually quite nice. There seems to be some beverages, some ice cold water just ready for you, and it's actually rather comfortable. Semlix,
I'll
as
get
you are
Luffy.
Semlix, as you are walking, you actually come across, also hopping along, it's Plek. Hi.
Hello.
I heard that sigh.
They didn't want me to. They didn't want me to go in cart because I said I tried to take it.
Did you?
Yeah. And as he reaches into his pocket, surprisingly, a whole cart comes out.
Oh my god.
Cart.
Eh.
It seems to me that you already acquired it, so why did you want that one too?
Cart needed a friend.
Understandable.
Fleck is precious.
And like just puts the cart back in his pocket.
Oh god.
And here I thought Quadratum was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
They said that Plek can go there fast. Want to go faster? Plek can beat cart.
Might as well.
All right, and before you can
Semlix
finish
we've
your
never heard
sentence,
from again.
sentence, Plek says, "Plek, go a friend," and he grabs you, and you just go flying off rapidly into the direction. You are by. You make it to the meeting hall, before anyone is even there. It's like you're feeling quite nauseous as he just flung over, Plek, fly, and then he just sits down in front of it and waits.
Duly noted. Although, perhaps a fair warning before fly can catch people off guard if not expecting it.
Plek, fly.
Right, why would I expect any other answer?
Next, about 15 minutes later, the rest of your groups arrive, and as Remy is the last to arrive, and you can see Remy's eye just twitching as this exotic-looking man just goes on and on and on about, the goods here, the goods they have in the Beast Kingdom, how, exports here would be tremendous, but he got to make sure that they aren't selling drivel. But he still wants to buy the drivel because it has rather exotic too. And
Oh my
Remy just
God.
looks so tired.
What exports does the Beast Kingdom have?
Stop.
And it's like, oh, you wish to know about our exports? All right, hold on. And it's like, well, we've got a lot of things. We got a lot of unique art, trade goods. We've got well, there's some. Oh, that's pretty rare. But that doesn't matter. Now, our clothing is all designed by expert artisans and a bunch of very, very talented individuals. But there's also some who are not quite as talented. But we need to make sure we encourage them as well. And this goes on and on. As you go, the larger beastman just nudges you and he's like, "Be on like this. Found a new victim. Recommend you use this chance to get out of here."
Daniel's having fun conversing about economics.
It's not talking about economics. He's talking about trades. There's a
Export,
big
yes.
difference.
He likes it talking about trades being part wealth.
Ah, yes, the Enkarth is leaking out.
Does Chip
Gross.
say this?
No.
Oh, all right.
That would have been great.
That would have been terrible.
It would
We
have been
would shoot
funny.
all of our credibility immediately before even entering the building.
It would have
Yeah,
been
like
funny.
I said, great.
All right. It's like, as everyone slowly starts trickling in, the gates arrive. You see the, Dodo in front with his assistant. It's like, okay, we're all ready now. Well, hopefully this is a productive meeting.
Meeting.
The sinking feeling has set in.
Good.
Only just now?
No, it's especially now.
And people double in and take their seats. At the head, you see quite the familiar face.
No, I don't see shit because it's darkness.
Did I put dynamic lighting on here? That'd be annoying if I put
I
dynamic.
can see.
I
can't.
see,
How about this? Can you
There
see
we
now?
go.
Yes.
It's
All right.
hey, it's
Yes.
it's our not so
good.
friend Grandpa Metalfoot.
Yep.
We have to split up. Of course.
And there's chairs around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's 4 of us. There's 3 over here.
Oh, well,
There's
yeah.
also 2 over here.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to split up. So,
Yeah.
But sitting
You're
across
the
the table from
largest.
one another is not too
You're the
terrible.
largest part. Yeah, you're the largest party here. And there seems
Ooh,
to
I
be quite.
recognize this one.
Yep, that's
Who's this one?
Damascus. That's Damascus.
Someone
just
Vampire from
here.
Dratho.
Okay. All right. Okay. As you all take your seats, and Plek is just bouncing. He goes straight for the food in front of him, but Nosgard just sort of just wait a bit, please. Just you can eat. The food's here for a reason. Just wait for the talks to start, please. And Plek is just waiting in his chair, bouncing around. Volota is again just looking at everyone. Yeah, looking at everyone, examining everything, and just notepad in tow, just writing stuff down.
She
Morris-
was
Love Morris.
like
I love Morris.
Yeah.
she was the like cyborg warforged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morris looks a bit worse for wear, but he seems, as he walks in rather groggy, just taps himself and instantly shoots back up and just sits down, with a stern look.
That's one way to cure a hangover.
Yeah. Umbra is at the end of the table, just waving warmly to everyone, including yourselves.
The urge to stab him
who's-
is rising.
Who's this fella over
Oh, that's Pseudo.
Yeah.
And this is his assistant. And this is, you already know him, and he is
Yeah.
just, this time he's, trying to talk to Pseudo, oddly enough, which doesn't work quite well because Pseudo is mute. So it's a very one-sided conversation, but Astra does not seem to mind.
And then Pseudo's friend Gimli is over there.
Yep. And Faust just looking about the table. And Damascus is just off on his own core, noticeably separate. And it's like, the one time they invite us to one of these things. Ugh. I hate these people.
Excuse me, what? Sorry, I'm not reacting to that Trevor, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Toronto is beating Boston in baseball after 6 innings, 27-4.
They
My
should have.
God.
They should have checked themselves before they wrecked themselves.
Keep in
No, it doesn't
mind.
sound like they're
Wow.
wrecking themselves. It sounds like
Keep in mind. This is baseball.
Yeah, back.
Holy shit.
Wait, since
And the
you're being right
score
back,
is
we'll wait a bit.
27-4.
Yes, sports ball.
Sports ball.
sports.
My favorite one is when they get the touchdown in soccer.
Hey, I'm not that bad.
Hang on.
All right, well, let's wait for everyone to be here, and then we'll, resume, because this is actually a rather important part, so. Since this is happening, I'm going to grab some water real quick. 5.
I have a sports ball
Excellent.
reminded me of this.
That's excellent.
I don't know if I've ever seen a team score 27 runs in a baseball game. You're not even here.
I know.
That's how bad it is.
You guys forget, you guys are the ones that are gonna have to deal with, the immediate repercussions of this. But, the entire world knows that I ate God, and they're fucking pissed about it.
I mean,
And then I also really, directly told Faust to go fuck himself.
the way I understood it is all of the Godbound know something happened.
Well,
But
yeah.
they don't exactly know what, and that's what this meeting
Something
is
tells
about.
me they're not gonna get a balanced view of what happened.
No, certainly not.
Probably not.
Yep.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing how hard Robert fucks us.
Well, a lot of it is dependent on you all. I don't want to just have this meeting be oh, you came here, you're already fucked. A lot of it is dependent on how you all feel.
Question of the world as a whole. When we were given the option by the bit of Big
Reverse
C,
moon.
sure. How much should we have known what that meant? As Godbound. Would we have known what that meant? Because me as a player had no idea what was going to happen.
Bixian, you would have known, well, just by context. Reversed Moon only answered the questions he was asked.
Yeah,
And
alright.
he was asked a way to prevent, Faust from speaking to him, and he gave that as an option. That doesn't mean he would tell you the repercussions of that action.
Okay. So, in theory, I can plead ignorance.
That's a way to do it. There's a lot of ways to do it. I won't say anything.
Alright, yeah, okay.
All right, so is everyone back? Is everyone here?
Yeah.
All right, we'll just
Yes.
do. All right. Trevor, Miles.
Why am I missing 5 health? Hang on.
I don't know, but fix that.
All right, you leveled up probably.
I just copied over tokens, so they might not be accurate. If once again, combat's pretty unlikely. If we get into combat, we can make sure they're up to date.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you'll probably also get fucked up, but yeah, no, combat's pretty unlikely because this is a summon.
No, I just noticed that the green bar wasn't full, and I was correcting that.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone's here. Trevor, Miles, you here?
Yes.
Yee.
Okay. All right, and Faust,
I'll have Morris is the only octagon.
yeah.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
That just
I
shows
had-
how powerful he is.
I had to have him stand out somehow. I decided that was the way I wanted to do it.
He doesn't stand out enough like he's looking like he's contemplating dropping these sick beats.
Yeah, no. Well, Morris was I think the first token I made, so of course he looks ridiculous. All right. It's At the foot of the table, Fast stands up. Like, thank you all for coming today. Before I start, I want to say how grateful I am you were all able to make this summit. It bodes well for our futures. I also wanted to thank Zudo and his nation for agreeing to host this on neutral ground, as I am aware a lot of you don't agree with me or my actions. As you all know, I have spent my twilight years researching and seeking the shards of what was once Bixian, and I firmly and truly believe it is Arkham's last and best hope for a new age of peace. Although many of you disagree with my goals, they are clear and they are consistent. And
Quick
I have,
question. Is this world called Arkham?
yes,
Okay, thank you.
sure. Although many of you disagree with my goals, they are clear and consistent, and I've made a conscious and careful effort to do only what I truly believe is necessary. And I never took a shard by force or lied about my intentions. All of us here have used or know of these shards of Bixian, whether they are an engine for your industry, merely a curiosity, or simply a valuable birding chip. I have always made sure to respect the sovereignty of everyone who has done the same to us. We also recognize the dangers of these shards, and that putting them in the hands of unknown parties could give the power to fracture reality further, plunging Arkham into the uncreated night. Recently, we have went a major step closer to this descent as one of the members of the newest pantheon, known as Mismatched Memories, Apophis, has found one of the old temples of Bixian that Morris and Grant have worked so hard to eradicate, and has devoured a shard of him, fusing with it. The only form of communication given to any of us regarding this was the distinct feel of reality breaking. And knowing what this meant, I sent out scouts to the fractured lands, and after this event, hundreds of new night roads have opened up, spilling the uncreated and the endless night into the realm. The dangers of this group go far, far beyond this, however. They are actively working against the interests of the Drafo Commonwealth, have tricked one of the more vulnerable members here into trading a fragment for an artifact that was taken from a smaller pantheon, which has its members now missing, and the building that was once their shrine, now a monument to the self. I do, however, want this to be a place of discussion, and wish to hear answers and explanations from them on their actions. And I will start with this question. Is Apophis not present because you knew what this summit would be about?
That was
So
a
I'm
sound.
currently
Yeah.
reading through the questions we asked Reversed Moon real quick.
I'm also trying to think through what would be the best response.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be
Everyone
honest.
else.
He's already established that there's a lie detector in the room.
Yes.
Well,
So
That is
I will
correct.
not deny that that was a piece of the consideration when we were preparing for this trip. However, we as a group also had business to attend to in our back in our homeland in the Pantheon Kingdom. Am I using the correct terminology?
In our country of Kaznia.
In our country of Kaznia. While we do not deny the facts that are spoken of in regards to Apophis and why he is not present, we did not also simply leave him behind simply because of said statements. Like I said, we had business to attend to, and we felt that our presence here would be more valuable, and Apophis helping with our situation back in Kaznia was our best course of action.
As you say this, Clark said, "There's no aspect of that that's lying. It on either counts." Like,
Thank you. As for the discussions in regards to the Dratho Commonwealth, we have taken the time to try and understand this world. For the sake of this audience chamber, I am not of this world. I am from a realm beyond this one. As such, the laws and the ways of many people are a mystery to me. As such, I find it best to try and understand the world and understand all angles.
He
Our
doesn't even
pantheon.
go here.
What? What did you say?
He doesn't even go here. Oh my god.
As such, our pantheon has taken steps to try and learn more about the world and the pieces that are a part of making sure this world functions. Within that same vein, we have come to a truth that showcases many different actions between the Dratho Commonwealth and Dratho. What's the name of the zombie land again, Miles?
It's
asking?
just Dratho.
Just
Yeah,
Draco.
it's
And
just
the-
proper. We call it
Not
Dratho
Dratho-
proper. to
We
not
call it
confuse-
Dratho
Okay.
proper. No one else does.
It's Dratho.
Okay. And the Commonwealth of Dratho, as well as the land of Dratho to the south, that creates a conflicting interests. As such, we have tried to we have discussed as a group what we believe to be the best to help everyone. We are not interested in trying to make a grab for more power. We simply want to help everyone. And in that case, unfortunately, that seems to put us at odds with King Umbra.
Clark once again says, you notice Morris looking up. You can tell he expected this to go much worse.
Yeah, that's because Dano's keeping his fucking mouth
Yeah.
shut.
And like Clark's like, and that's true. And it's like Faust's like, well, it's good we know your opinion, but if you would like, I would like to also hear that of everyone else.
Yeah.
Because
Unless the group have anything specific that they wish to add or potentially make sure I don't get incorrect, I believe that I do speak for the group as a whole and they would not wish to challenge anything I said. But if they do, I do not wish to silence them.
This is just me trying, because this was ages ago, real time. So when we talked to Reversed Moon, how much of because I didn't quite understand the weight of Eat Talk Rock until we kind of felt reality break.
Yeah,
I
he didn't. Reversed Moon did not tell you the weight of what you were doing. He would tell you what it would do to you, and he told you it as an answer to how do you prevent Faust from speaking to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Like, it was never asked of him, like, what are the repercussions of this? And because it was never asked, he never answered.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm trying to think of a basically like I'm trying to think like so we didn't know how what that was, but I'm also trying to think of like the temple thing that he brought up, because that just
He was bringing out the
yes.
Temple of Greg.
Yes, that particular instance is a chaotic one, to put it mildly. During our travels, we came across a group that worshipped a powerful entity of the sea.
They worshipped Bray doesn't remember the name, but a sea god.
Parasite God Greg.
No, it was pre-Greg. Like, they had a thing before Greg, and then
They had an entity. They had a.
But problem was their god stopped talking to them, and Aboleth pretended to be new god. After scaring the Aboleth,
I want to.
Yeah.
Are you saying this in character?
I am. If I am lying, it is because Bray is misremembering.
Okay, so you are. That is yes.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to
Yes.
make sure.
So and then after the Aboleth left, they left.
As far as we
And
know, they sought out.
As
Am I
we were,
remembering this right? Did they not seek out Oblivion with the Parasite God?
they did seek out Greg. Yes.
Yeah, it
they
was
sought
Greg
out.
that they wanted.
Yeah, they sought out their own Oblivion. So as
Wait.
such, they essentially abandoned their sanctuary. So once again, not an attempt to gain more power, but an attempt to find a waypoint in which to help others. We laid claim to that sanctuary.
Was
This is a
Greg?
question by Derek to Robert. The Sanctuary of the Abyss belonged to Greg, did it not?
It was sanctified under Greg originally. Yes.
was it? Oh,
Yes.
I thought it was
Okay.
some other thing.
So
No, I
Greg
thought it
was
was like
the
Greg
original.
from like day one.
Yeah,
Greg
Greg
was
was
the
the original
original.
god. Aboleth took over, and
Like
we
he
killed.
yeah,
No, we
Aboleth,
didn't kill the Aboleth. We
We
just
drove
Aboleth
moved
away
it.
pretended to
Aboleth.
be Aboleth pretended to be Greg, basically.
And then we
Then
were
we
like,
took all
"Hey,
the
we
followers
found
to
Greg."
then we took all the followers to Greg.
And
Yeah.
they went they quote unquote disappeared after that.
Religious freedom. They wanted to know where their god went. We showed them where their god went.
Like I said, the situation was chaotic. Greg is a powerful being and is currently a subject of discussion for our group. But as it stands right now, it could have stood to reason that the followers of Greg would have attempted to rally against us. So we did attempt to try and avoid more conflict than was already being generated at the time.
Faust speaks up. I see. Well, I believe I understand your intent, and I appreciate that. But once again, what I asked earlier is, although we know you're telling the truth and you're not lying, you have been very clear about your intent and your motives. None of the rest of your group has.
Simply put,
Right.
we, as a group,
He's basically
Same
telling you to
time-
stop talking for everyone.
He's saying that,
Right.
you
No,
know, a
yeah,
lie
he is
detector
saying that,
pointless
basically.
if,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
But
He's saying he's like what you said is valid, but like he wants,
Yeah.
since there's a human lie detector, he wants
Yeah.
him to lie detect people but you because they might have different reasons.
I in Rogum, where I'm from, the fractured lands are used a lot for lots of making of things, and I didn't know that the rock that we had that there was nearly as important as it seems to be. I thought it was just part of fractured lands that wasn't in the fractured lands anymore.
It's like Below speaks up. That's
Like-
true. There's pretty productive there. It's like, also, after this meeting, I do want to hear about where those night roads opened up, like exactly.
I mean, that is fair. Any new night roads poses new risks to this world.
Yeah, night roads are bad and need closed. Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
that I guess that too.
Yeah.
Well, research then close.
Yeah.
I can help with the closing part.
I too. How do sound proper? Hold on.
The best part is I need to sound like anti-proper. It's great.
Right.
You don't have to try hard.
Here's my advice: pretend you're me.
Yeah, like Samus has been
Unfortunately,
doing the best job out of all of. Yeah, he's been doing a good job actually.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Yeah.
unfortunately, I too have to claim ignorance with what the shards of Bixian were and could do. Up until I'd met him, I'm gonna point to Chip, I had never even seen a shard. Because he had the talk rock under the fez.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and Why did you let Apophis do? You claim ignorance, but is that all there was to it? You
It
did, despite
We
the fact he would be eating a god.
when we asked the shard, gonna be very
We asked her first
careful.
moon. We asked her.
I'm gonna be very careful and say the shard.
but we didn't.
Well, technically, reverse moon is
Was
a
it-
shard, just not a
is.
celestial shard.
Remember when Clark said, and this is important for it. Remember, part of the deal was if it was an outright lie, he would have to speak up, but he would allow misdirections.
Mhm.
So just that's an
Yeah.
important statement.
Okay.
But am I forgetting something? It was a piece of Vixian, right?
Yeah, no, that's like a bit evasive, but Clark's gonna let slide is where I'm going
When
with
we
it.
spoke to that piece of Vixian, and he said, "Oh, I don't even fucking remember something about like the self would be altered or some bullshit."
One would be unbound by fate, and
He didn't say that
their
specifically,
connections
did he?
lost or something.
What he said exactly was like, you will lose parts of yourself and any tie to the natural world you have. But in
Mhm.
exchange, you will have a control over reality that as it could be, not as it is.
Damn, Remy really should have stopped that from happening. Shit. Okay. Here's what I got. While I wanted nothing to do with that kind of a deal, I wasn't in my right mind because recent to that, I had found out that it is possible for undead to have souls, and I was like stuck in my own head. Now I'm forgetting how to proper just accept it. I
You
was
were
stuck
having
in
a
my
moral
own head.
conflict.
Yeah, I was having a conflict within myself, and like, yeah, that seems like a bad deal. I would never take it. I wasn't thinking to stop Apophis.
As you say it, you see some of the other people are like, wait. You hold on. This time Nosgrat speaks up. Wait, hold on. You were talking earlier. You were saying you didn't agree with some of the things Umbra has been doing. You said that you learned the undead have souls. And
Can have souls.
Clark has not spoken up about anything that is untrue. Is this the source of the disagreements? Is this the reason you're looking into usurp is the wrong word, but you did not agree with Umbra?
Correct.
As it stands right now, yes. During our journeys, as Remy has stated, we found out that the dead have souls.
Sometimes.
To a degree. But a
And
big
the ones-
reason for that is because of a pact.
Oh, we're just jumping right in. Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone that far. I was gonna say, those who have souls do not wish to be unalive.
You said what you said. I want to let's let it continue.
yes, right.
There was a pact. Unless we want to discuss that further, I will not try to stir up any more issues here, but we learned a lot, and within that same range, the souls are hurting.
And
because of that, we wanted to try and help them find peace.
right. Matt Tabasco successfully points out. Actually, I would like everyone here to hear about the pact. Now that it has been brought up by an external party, I believe it would be nice if people knew about it.
Miles, you colossal fucking idiot, because you may have just breached the pact, allowing Maledictus to attack.
While the curiosity of the pact does bring up a lot of curiosity, as I see amongst all of you, I would be remiss to say I may have spoken out of turn, because as an outsider, if I continue to talk further, it could cause more harm.
It does need to be discussed. That is true.
And as such, I apologize for overstepping, but I do not wish to cause harm to innocents while we are all here trying to help keep the peace.
Faust.
Womp womp.
One moment, I'm reading through the wartime agreement.
Yeah. All right. Well, the next question's for you, Daniel. So we'll wait a bit.
So about Ankarth.
Don't you
Me.
fucking dare!
That
We
would
were
be
just
pretty
supposed
interesting.
to be talking
No,
about
I meant
Poffit.
Bray. Do not bring up Ankarth.
Like, really, if anybody should have stopped it, it would be Daniel, because he knows all about eating Godbound.
Well, luckily for you, Faust is the one hosting this meeting. I never thought I'd say those words.
Okay, so based on what I've read in the wartime agreement, you did not breach it as no sovereign nation has declared war on either party.
Yeah. Well,
So-
that might change by the end of today, but you know.
But at the same time, like, I feel like my statement saying, like, look, I overstepped. I shouldn't have said what I said, and because of that, and I don't want to say anything further out of fear of hurting innocents.
Alright.
And I'm hoping that might appeal to people.
I mean, I did genuinely say that is something that needs to be discussed, but
We can discuss it at the
we'll get
end.
to that
when-
in time.
And
God,
like,
can you imagine if we managed like it is not possible with the sort of like lunatic like lost in the sauce kind of committed to the plan guy he is. But just imagine like convincing Umbra to just quit it.
Oh yeah. Also, when Damascus spoke up, I shot him a dude really kind of a look.
yeah. And like he says, listen, it's a bad situation. If we put the fire, he just whispers to you that, listen, if we put the fire under Umbra, it might be our chance to distract a bit.
I was just thinking like no, turning this into a look at what Umbra doing conference instead of having a microscope on us the whole time.
Target shifting.
Clark did agree he would allow misdirections. That's all I'm gonna say.
The best part is like that's not even a lie. Like he can't say we're lying. We're just changing the subject.
Yeah, no, and he knows you are, but he's not gonna speak up as per
I
the
think
deal.
anyone paying attention would. It's just whether or not they think it's important enough to warrant listening to.
Yeah, and like,
Now the question is somebody going to make Daniel read the agreement? Because Daniel is the one holding it.
Is Daniel holding the agreement?
Please
Daniel
don't.
keeps all of our documents in a bag.
That's such a... Oh my god.
Wait, was this a document that we actually physically had? I thought this was something that we found in like the library or something on a
No,
scroll.
this is one that was given to us by the followers of Samael at Remy's temple. It was given to us before we
It's
went
not
into
my
Draco proper.
temple.
Why does Remy not have that?
It's not my temple.
Well, if Remy
No,
had-
why does Remy not be one with have note?
I mean, if Remy wants to be the one
What
What
holding
the
it,
huh now?
what she's asking is, out of all the people to have the document, why isn't Remy the one holding it?
why isn't Remy the one holding it? Because Remy didn't say shit.
Because you just unilaterally
Because
claimed that you
Remy-
hold all the documents.
That's also not something Remy would be carrying around on a piece of paper. I would just remember.
Yeah. Yeah, the documents have never been brought up before this point either. So, all right, well, whatever. And you know, and this time again, Astra speaks up. It's like, nope, no, I know. Listen, this is obviously a misdirection. We all can see this, but I still want to know about this. Okay, I am to the south of them. They have never attacked me. And I cannot
Wait, who
say
is
the
they?
same, Draco proper.
Oh, okay, got it.
And like, and
Dracos never
I cannot say
attacked
that,
Beast Kingdom.
and I cannot say the same thing about everyone here. But the thing, they have always stayed to themselves. They have reached out, but rather unsightly. I'm sorry. You at the end of the table, you're quite nice, but most of your people are rather unsightly.
Wait, who's he talking to?
This
He's
is
Damascus.
Pompous
talking to
Asshole.
Damascus. He's saying that pretty vampire boy hangs out with a bunch of ugly zombies.
Yes.
Well, if you wish to know the agreement, then I shall read it
Oh.
out for everyone.
My fucking god.
Well, I do actually, because here's the thing. They have not, like, despite the fact we have not engaged with them, they haven't done anything. And even though there are people here who are a lot more subtle about their, misdirection of words, but they just didn't do anything.
And you're sure this won't... Well, if Daniel's read it, then
Well,
I guess
one,
we're gonna
I've
fill
read
the
it, and
long
Oh,
two,
call.
you
me
already
too.
brought it up, so it's gonna get dragged out no matter what.
Fair enough.
Can I just say, like, I have Discord up on my other monitor, and I just like look over and see what's her face, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I get it, girl.
Yeah. So,
Go
the
for
wartime
it.
agreement reads as follows. Following the untimely death of Pertinax Umbra, this agreement, bound by the word of diplomacy, is to ensure a fair conflict between the two parties. Both parties have agreed to a ceasefire until Asnius gains a force comparable to that of Maledictus, given his prior relationship to Pertinax. This ceasefire would also end if either nation was attacked by a different sovereign. Both parties have agreed to trade the body of Pertinax Umbra for the phylactery of Maledictus. Maledictus requested this to be destroyed when Asnius was ready to resume the conflict, with the condition it would not be remade. Asnius agreed to this condition. Due to the unique nature of this agreement, both parties agreed that the current border between the two nations would continue to be an active conflict zone, as the people of the Draetho Commonwealth would not accept a ceasefire. However, the border will remain stagnant until the ceasefire ends. Maledictus requested the release or execution of the undead already risen in the cemetery. Asnius declined this offer. They both agreed on preventing more from rising. Maledictus proposed a permanent truce if the obelisk was to be destroyed. Asnius declined this offer.
As you say this, you see at the end of the table Ashes up and like point at Nazat. See? Your allies are just as much assholes as you are. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew you knew it.
Who did he point at?
Nosgrat.
Oh, nice.
Like, yes, I always... that's a lie. I didn't always know that he was a piece of shit, but I'm very happy he's a piece of shit. Like,
Alright.
Like-
I love it.
and like, Asnius at the end say, it was the best way to maintain lives. I don't expect you all to agree with me, and I don't want or need you to like me. It's my only goal from the beginning has been saving lives.
To maintain lives. Do you know how much that they are suffering being brought back from the dead when they did not want to be?
Yes, we do. We have spoken to several undead beings who expressed a desire to be laid to rest against this force keeping them alive.
The mind watch is on as the body rots.
And in tandem with that, no soul is spared. Unfortunately, during our travels, we discovered that the soul of a young girl was conscripted into this agreement.
Wait, this
As-
is just Andy's bad memory. Wasn't part of the deal that no new undead would be created?
Part of the deal,
in the
was like, they wouldn't like actively raise them.
Got it.
Like not, rise my minions, rise type of deal.
Which I know that dude was acting on his own. It wasn't Umbra, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
So-
basically the only undead that are happening in Draetho proper are due to the obelisk, is the state of things.
mhm.
So, in this conflict, we have been trying to find a way to resolve the conflict without any unnecessary loss of life.
Except for those undead that wish to be put to rest.
That's not an
Yes.
unnecessary loss of life. They don't want to
Yeah.
live, so that's not
Yeah.
unnecessary.
And like,
Yeah.
you see, Pseudo like whisper to the Mamsime, and like, Pseudo asks, and he wants a clarifying question. It sounds like the big disagreement between you and Umbra is Umbra decides to protect all life and is ignoring the requests of those, whereas you think it should be up to the one who actually has the life.
Yes. They are a life being forced into a they are a person being forced into a life of torture as their body and mind decay while they are forced to watch on. It is
Even
a
if the
living hell.
Even if the soul still technically lives in this world, it is not living, it is serving.
As we have discussed with some of the undead we have spoken with, they are unable to feel.
As you say this, like you see Pseudo just grab the cup behind him and shatter it in his hand, just staring directly at Umbra.
I'm
He's
give
still-
a small
still ref-
smile to Damascus.
He
like,
still
"All right, I guess-
he still refuses to say a word.
I guess this is working then.
Like I said, I am not from this world, so trying to learn everything we can is to the benefit. And in this case, it is a sad truth, but a truth nonetheless.
And like Faust seeing this is like, it is good that this was brought up, as I do believe that Umbra's crime should be dealt with, but that is not what this summit is about. And I trust you all to remember that.
I respect that. I suppose this has been a bit of a tangent in answering your question.
It's
But-
fine.
A
It's-
piece to understand where we're coming from in the grand scheme of things.
It's
I don't
fine.
want things to be. Of course.
I do not fault you or your pantheon, Semlix. The fault is of those who decided to sidetrack.
Passive aggressive.
A little bit. And you would also point it. All right. Well, so you claim as a group that you allowed this to happen out of ignorance. That is your stance from all of you. You did not know the repercussions of what was occurring, or you were not in your right headspace. Does that apply to all of you?
Correct. As
Yes.
stated before, I
Yeah.
am not from this world, so I am not aware of how power is attained through certain means in this world.
It was a powerful piece of the fractured lands, but another one could have just been made by putting a shard in fractured lands and getting more fracture on it.
Oh my god.
Just smear some fracture on it.
It's how we made other things.
And like Velo speaks up. Yeah, like that's what we thought at first too. It wasn't working. Apparently there's something else that goes into it. We kept trying that though. It is unfortunate that wasn't how it worked. I do want more of them.
I'm just curious. Is anyone in the room visibly hurting when she speaks?
Veloda?
Okay, cool.
No, what do you mean? Is anyone visibly hurting when Veloda speaks?
No,
No,
when Chip
no,
speaks,
no. When
sorry.
I open my mouth and like word salad starts getting chucked out, is anyone like face palming at me?
Clark definitely is. Veloda seems to just understand it.
Of course, great.
Udo is still just staring dead on at Umbra. Umbra seems
Lit.
a bit, reserved right now. Morris seems used to it. Nosgrat is just mostly paying attention to Plek, making sure he doesn't break anything.
Right.
And Plex just vibing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Plek is
Plex
just vibing.
Like Plex
Plek
having
is
a great time.
Plek is only capable of vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was curious.
That poses a good question. Why the fuck is he here?
Because he is still an important political figure.
Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
Hi,
What?
Brooklyn.
Hi,
Brooklyn.
Hello, Brooklyn.
I thought you just had a realization about the importance of Plek.
We're in the middle of
Stepping away for a second.
a summit of world leaders about the war crimes we have committed.
Also, nobody
far, so
mentioned
good,
the fact
actually.
that Plex can
We have
unlock
managed to divert most of
Zelix's
the
stuff.
flame.
Yeah, no one say that.
because I can think of somebody who's probably going to be opening some night roads with Plek otherwise.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Note
that might
to
not be a good
self,
thing to bring
do
up.
not let Plek near a night road.
Especially if we figured out that somehow Plek can override the Keyblade. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
And now that I've
Do
said
you really
that, you need
think
to
that that
even.
would be a unique power in this world?
Here's the thing.
Right,
I was
right.
al-
Like,
also
you have
gonna
a
say that
unique power for locking, but anyone else who had... Like, here's the thing. It is divine power, and the only way it could be overwritten is by another divine power involving a similar thing. Just keep this in mind.
I swear.
Yeah, and
Plek
don't
is
even
somehow a
mention the word
Keyblade
lock because Plek will be like, Plek like unlock.
I can just imagine, like, it's like how Captain America can wield Thor's hammer because he has been deemed worthy.
Yeah, he's just the goodest of boys. Plek's too dumb to understand what locks are, so they just don't stop him.
He's too dumb to be corrupted, so he is still technically pure of heart.
My heart is pure. Pure, unadulterated, stupid.
It's so full of dumb, there's no room for evil.
That's how we can claim that why we traded a shard of Bixian to him is because he was a toddler playing with a grenade.
Oh, yeah, you didn't answer that either. He was going to bring that up next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's like,
A good answer. Oh,
once
God.
again, okay, you've answered those questions, and I do truly appreciate answering them honestly. What about acquiring another rock, though?
Well, our journey
much do you
began
need-
with. Sorry. What were we
need
going to
to
say?
remember-
I have answer. We didn't know Plek was a world leader until 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, a little bit ago.
like a few weeks ago. When we met Plek, we thought that he just had the really powerful rock, but didn't know what to do with it. We hid it after taking from him. It is not with us. It is secured somewhere where it can't be used right now.
We thought it would be better in safer hands.
Right. Pelota says, that seems reasonable. Also, should point this out. I think that was ours, originally. One of our workers was apparently robbed by a bird. I think I
Oh.
see where this is going.
Yeah.
That tracks.
We could have a meeting with the
Yeah.
amalgam territories about the proper return of it later.
If rock was stolen, rock can be returned.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, okay, that answers a lot of the questions. Now I wish to... Is there anything else that needs to be brought up at the summit from other people? Since we are all... Actually, no, there's one other thing. You claim ignorance. Are you willing, ready and willing, to fight to close the doors that have opened and fix the shatter in reality caused due to this? And Do you believe
Yes.
a
Oh, sorry.
All right. Well,
Continue.
that's good. And do you truly know Apophis' intent with them?
Yes to the first one, no to the second. For me.
Whatever his intent is, we will be there to guide him and stop him if he oversteps.
Right. We will
Are you
not let
lying?
him.
No, I am not lying.
Okay.
If so,
This is the advantage
Daniel-
of everybody liking me about as much as Faust.
so
Do not-
Daniel only agreed to let Apophis join the Pantheon because he was too dangerous to let him separate.
I don't know if
But-
that's true. He was joining
I-
before then.
the best
yeah.
part is I don't even know if Chip knows that we hid the rock from Apophis.
No, because only Remy and Daniel know that one.
Funnily
Yeah.
enough, that was the one thing they worked together on.
Yeah. So I pose the question: how dangerous does it have to be for us to agree?
Yeah.
Man,
If
it's
all
such
this
a shame
being
you
said,
went to all that
Apophis-
effort.
Yeah,
I
that
will-
being said, Apophis, I do have plans if you have the other one. I genuinely do, and they're not all bad.
Yeah, I know.
I will say for Daniel's statement, I agree. I will be more than willing to stop Apophis at any cost if needed.
Yeah. And Semix will speak up. We have not known Apophis for as long as the rest of our pantheon. And while I will admit I have butted heads with him on occasion, he has taken steps alongside us to try and help others. I believe his heart is in the right place, trying to do good.
Okay.
As the others have said, if things change, I will stand to protect the world and others. But as it stands right now, I believe with my heart he poses his no threat to the world, but rather seeks to help it.
Nosgoth's actually going to speak up. I've probably known of Apophis longer than anyone here. Knowing him, it's probably something along the lines of, it's new information and he wants information, not too unlike Volota over there. So, once again, this is my speculation. I don't actually know what's in his head.
That does track with what we know of his personality.
And his actions.
But and Veloz could speak up. Okay. I get I get this. Apophis, Eighth Shard, Apophis is a part of Bixian, and closer to the world in the night. Follow-up question: why should any of us really care? All of you.
Like, fucking excuse me?
All right. So here's the thing. Faust, you would agree that the shards and Bixian is the route to a bear tomorrow. I don't think we agree on how it is, but I agree on that. And if we can turn this into an engine, as we have already proven is possible and likely, how is that a bad thing?
How are you gonna turn Apophis into an engine?
I don't like the way he said that.
Oh no,
I
Robot's
did-
a lady.
Yeah,
I did ask that, by the way. I am asking that.
Oh,
How
I'm
are
not
you
going to
going
turn
turn
him
Apophis-
into an engine. Not going to
Oh.
turn him into an engine. I'm just saying, in general, this fracture and the world, breaking might not be all that bad. If these night roads open up, we explore them, see what's on the other side. Maybe on one of them, there's an answer to all our problems.
You're
Maybe.
implying
You
that
are-
it can be used as a problem-solving tool to fix the world as it is already damaged.
Listen, we've been stagnant for far too long. Listen, just give me the talk rocks. Give me 20 years. I guarantee that we'll find a solution that'll make everyone happy. But all of you are too goddamn afraid to just accept to take the plunge.
You
And
are
yet-
incredibly opportunistic.
You say we are too
I take that as
afraid.
a compliment. I know it was
Yep.
not meant as one, but I definitely take it as one.
On the one hand, I understand the mindset of trying to fix the world's problems, but as you mentioned fear, if people did not fear the power that these shards contain, would we not have been summoned in the first place today?
Yeah, but you see, I wasn't necessarily. Now knowing what this is about, I just looked at Murdoch. I don't think, like, I don't really see where he's arguing. He has been pursuing these for a while, and sure, he has been always approaching it from that fear. But at the end of the day, he's researching it, and when he thinks it's safe, he'll go for it. Point is, Faust has been around for hundreds of years. At what point is he going to just stop and say, "Okay, let's pursue this"? Like, his economy is entirely war-based. The most he has done is being able to replicate a part of what I am. It's like they've got what in terms of what's proprietary there, they've got very little. They've got big military, sure, but we make all the weapons. And you know how we find the best way to do this? It's because we encourage trade. We encourage risks. We encourage people to go in places that others might consider dangerous. I don't understand why you're all so afraid of just using these goddamn rocks.
There's a saying back in my world.
Oh,
The
no.
closer you get to the light, the greater your shadow becomes. And within that same vein, if you continue to seek knowledge through a power, could that power potentially not consume you? I do not
First off,
wish to speak against you or say anything really like, oh my gosh, why are you doing this? I am simply saying there's a reason people can choose to tread carefully around power.
Okay, that's fair.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
To answer your question, yes, because you were at one. That's where you met the Sonny.
uh,
Oh.
so not belying Semlix's point, but if you were to go ahead with this, may I suggest experimenting in a dead world to try to fix its problems before we
What the
endanger
fuck?
ours?
Wow.
If we could simply just that's too much effort than it's worth, and this is our home. I don't want to do that. I'm good with testing on them. That's not a problem. That's definitely not a problem, but I don't think fixing it is possible. But in regards to the power corrupt thing, I do understand that. Power has definitely corrupted some of the people here, but you can just get rid of that. There are a lot of like human emotions, human ambitions, all this. Like you can just sort of cut that out.
Perhaps, but the emotion of the human heart for many can be what tether them to the reality of the world and keep them from going down that path in tandem. If they cut it out, would they not be consumed by logic and believe if they have power, if they continue on the path, logically they would attain more?
If it tethers your grasp, then buy a better cord.
Oh my god. It's Thanos, but a Warforge.
But but in that regard, buy another tether. What if it is already too late? If you tether yourself to the earth, but that connection is severed, you won't have the opportunity to buy a new tether. If power corrupts and it already begins in taking hold, then in that regard, the path forward is already set. And unless as there are others around, I'm not sure who could help bring that person back down if the tether is broken.
All right. Counterpoint. We are, you've mentioned Corpse World earlier, and the laws here are decaying. The engines are failing. We are on track to be one. I know people don't like to admit that, but it's the truth. There is very little. Like eventually, everything here is going to fall. Eventually, the engines are just going to stop working. There's going to be some plague. It's going to be something. So if we just try to stick around and are too afraid of avoiding the fates if avoiding the mistakes of others, if we're unwilling to learn, we're just gonna die anyway. If we
Oblivion
learn
is
at
the
least,
natural order of things.
you know, you keep going on about all people like you keep going on about this natural order thing. I don't get why that's so important. I really don't.
Because you've removed yourself from the natural order.
If the world is a building and it is beginning to decay, do you take a sledgehammer and try to find the most absolute and powerful way to fix a problem? Or do you try to find patience and a plaster, a simpler, safer way? It perhaps it doesn't remove the decay, but it helps preserve. Because the sledgehammer, while having the potential to remove the decay, also has the potential to destroy the building.
Okay,
Be
fair.
honest, your metaphors are going some places right now.
They
They're out
Well,
there.
I lost track of this metaphor like 3 layers ago, and I think I'm beginning to understand what listening to Chip feels like.
Regardless, at this point, we're speaking in circles, and this is
Yeah.
something that can be brought up again later. At this time, as an
How do we
immediate
fix
plan,
the dying world?
as an
Now we
immediate
figure
plan,
it out.
as a group of nations, we should probably map the entrances to night roads. That way, we can potentially find engines to repair.
Are the
Well,
engines in Night Roads? This is Bray asking.
they can,
It sounds like they're making
can be?
engines from the
Okay.
night roads.
like
right?
the
Yeah,
engine,
that's-
basically night roads. Like how it works is if you're near a night road that has an engine, like you just intrinsically know about it.
Okay.
And like engines would be in heaven, well, but heaven's gone, so they're in all intents and purposes in night roads.
Okay. Yeah, that was a setting question that I.
Yes.
Yeah, I was basing that off of her stating that finding engines in the night roads or something. along that line.
Okay.
Right.
So
yeah,
at this time, we as a collective of nations should work together to map the entrances of night roads so we can try to fix any engines that are found.
Well, we should find out what they do first, but I do agree on fixing the engines. And like there seems to be murmurs of agreement from pretty much everyone.
Hmm.
Like Morris is gonna speak up again. It's like, okay, full disclosure, I knew about this. Like they told me about this before we came here. So yes, they were aware of it.
Or
And
aware
yes,
of what? What?
of what the summit was about.
Oh, got it.
We already said that though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about that
Yeah.
as to why Apophis wasn't
Oh
here.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I more or less meant to say that like Morris is admitting he's aware of it, but whatever.
Mhm.
They're like, okay, and yeah, they have done some really goddamn stupid things. Not gonna argue with that. What I am gonna argue with is that nobody else has.
Oh.
Like, here's the
Is
thing.
he saying that we're shaking up the status quo?
I think he's
No,
about to
I
call
think
Faust out.
Yeah.
no, I think that he's about to say like, no, we aren't the only. He's saying, hey, the pot's called the kettle black.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's like,
Faust was planning on eating God too.
yeah, it's like, listen, I don't want to distract too much from this, but I find it very surprising that we're all falling for flowery language when if we were not in a big enough chair, Faust would have stepped right over us. Like, if you want proof of this, like the lands to the south of it were a collection of city-states just from their constant invasions and everything involving him. Like the only part of it that is even remotely together is here, and that's because Pseudo had to take it. And Faust is, along with Volota, probably the oldest one here. And he has done a lot of things that he has been, upright about regretting. So I genuinely do not understand what, thinking
Okay.
that this is enough to damn all of them. Hey. Then
Sorry, I made a noise because I'm trying to get a dog into my mom's room. I'm just gonna be on mute for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Hey. Then
Yeah, all I got to that is a very hesitant thank you, I guess.
Yeah. All right. And then Plex is like, Plex just speaks up. If they want more rock, why they give me rock? Then sits back down.
What?
Wait.
He's referring to the other rocks that we gave him, the non-celestial.
He isn't quite tracking that,
I love that he's not put like the
power value.
I love the fact that he had a grenade and was just like, oh, this is a lumpy lime.
I need more agua, so I'm still listening but muted.
Yeah, that's right. And Nuzgrat's gonna speak up and like, okay, when you were first talking, Faust, I did want to agree with you that this was a problem. But by the same token, you kept going on, and it is true. I am no stranger to combat. I am quite familiar with war, and I do not agree at all with what Astra is doing, and I do not like him. But what Umbra has done, has honestly caught me off guard. I do not intend to break relations because of it. We are already quite familiar with each other. One thing I will not tolerate is from you, Faust. You referred to Plek as a vulnerable individual. I agree he might not be the best suited for things like this, but he has a place at this table because he is a diplomatic leader. And even if you have doubts about intelligence or whatever, it is pretty disgusting and rather telling that you do not respect him as such. Like, still looks lost.
Just imagine him swinging his head around like a distracted bird.
Yeah. And then finally, Astra speaks. And then, Pseudo whispered over, is like, we will help out if need be, but we choose to remain neutral in this manner. Umbra points out, listen, this is a problem. It is tragic that these are opening up, and I do think we should deal with this. And, if anything is clear here, I do want to maintain life. I don't believe it's anyone's choice whether, a life is taken or, given or taken. And I choose to not be involved with this. The obelisk was there before, and I don't believe I or anyone else really has the authority to get rid of it. But the nitrodes are a new thing, and they are dangerous. I will work with Faust in every means necessary. And I can say the same for my people. Astro just points out, I just don't want to be on the same side as Nosgrat. Whatever he's not doing, it's fine to me. He's neutral. He's neutral. Fuck, what's the opposite of neutrality?
Playing both sides, like I'm pretty sure she already is.
But isn't that just neutrality by a different name?
Yes.
It's active neutrality, though.
Yeah, like, that's why he's just saying that thing. Okay. Well, Umbra's an asshole. That's right. You want to maintain relations with him. Okay. Do the opposite. I'll side with Damascus. There we go.
Alrighty then. This is interesting.
Oh, just all you, buddy. Whatever you want to do. Like Damascus stand up is like, I do appreciate that suddenly, out of nowhere, everyone just chooses to, acknowledge we exist. It is a shame we had to get to this point to get here, but we are at this point now. There are two nations that have There are two nations that before now have actively tried to talk to Dratho. There are two that even acknowledge our existence beyond, when necessary. There is the Commonwealth that uses it as an opportunity to keep us under lock and key out of some deluded desire to preserve life, but not that have a quality of life. And there is that of mismatched memories. Despite being new, they are the only ones who are even willing to converse with us. So, we choose to ally with them, whatever will happen. Like, Astra just speaks up. Oh yeah, no, I guess that's me too. Sure.
Love how Plek just has no idea what the fuck is happening.
Like saying, all right, well, you brought this up, nonetheless, and despite this, we all agree that the Night Road should be dealt with. Yes.
Yes, as it stands, every night road we have encountered, we have sealed.
Very well. Well, for now, let's deal with this and keep an eye on Apophis.
Even while we're here, I have an eye on him.
Okay.
With his bad dog.
Bad dog.
Between you and my scientist, you're the bigger threat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then whisper. Pseudo whispers to his son. It is our request. Noting the unique circumstances of things, we will allow liaisons if they are approved. We will open up a line of communication for other nations, but we still request that you all go back to your home nations after some. We will put you up for a while to arrange travel and speak to other diplomats, of course, but we do not want you to stick around. We will choose to maintain neutrality. And he whispers in, are you sure? That this is no, you shouldn't do this. No, this is not how you want to. They will break the. Don't no. The truth is.
Is something wrong?
Censor him.
Our leader wishes to declare war on Umbra.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We would
do
respectfully request to hold off, as stated in the pact. That would cause things to fall apart, and as stated earlier, there are innocents within the Commonwealth, and I believe that
it is our understanding that if the peace treaty is broken now, there will be a massive amount of civilian casualties. We ask that you delay your declaration by at least a month so we can get civilians out.
Roll a charisma check.
My God.
All right, I gotta see this.
Yeah,
Please, Orin, Jesus, I need this to work.
This is the one roll. This is
Oh.
all right. That's 6 degrees of success. All right. And like, it's like, is, saying, please just listen to him. Please just, and nods like, a month.
Thank you.
That's still kind of a declaration, though.
Yes, but it's
Unless
not a
it's for-
formal declaration of war yet, so it buys us time.
Yep.
Okay.
Contracts are persnickety like that when you don't have them written by a moron.
And it's like, point out, like, Astra saying, "Oh, well, we'll be working together. I will be very happy to spend more time here, conversing about our new enemy, Umbra. He's such a bastard, isn't he?"
Good.
Daniel's gonna have so
I-
many letters to write after this meeting.
Like, saying, "Well, beyond that, everyone's welcome to stay with the exception of, well, that should be pretty obvious."
You've been pretty quiet throughout all of this, Umbra.
Stop picking a fight.
God.
Screw
you guys, I'm going home.
I truly just wish for the best for my people. And I know what I believe is best doesn't agree with what you believe is best, but just like many of the others here, I am truly coming from a place that I believe is the right one.
I'd like to call bullshit on that, because I
Have
was
you
one of your
asked-
citizens.
Have you asked your citizens, both living and undead, what they desire? If this is what they want? If this is best for them?
Maledictus refuses to speak to me. All talks with him have gone nowhere besides break the treaty, break the obelisk. I want to kill you.
Well,
Is-
after you
We weren't
blue
asking
balled him
about-
for years, I'm not surprised.
Also,
So-
we weren't. The Maledictus is one thing, but we were asking about your people, the souls that you are so desperate to keep alive. What have you spoken about with them, and what they wish?
The living are mostly comfortable. The dead, if they rise, I allow them to do whatever they wish. If they do not wish to stick around, that is their choice. But I will not do anything to actively combat that. It is
Those are
always
some
been
bold
their
words,
choice.
having them sealed in the cemetery, unable to do anything but stay in their caskets, losing their mind in a slow, torturous hell.
Wait,
As we have said, we have
Yeah.
discussed, we have made clear, the souls do not have a choice, as you have claimed.
wait. You mentioned the cemetery.
Yes, no
Oh,
shit,
well.
it was in the peace treaty, dumbass.
Souls in the they were not sealed up because we're just leaving them there. They actively wanted to destroy everyone.
And yet that does not explain the souls that are being funneled to the Dratho to the south.
I let them pass. That's fine.
They have clearly stated they did not wish to remain.
That's up to them. It is not my place to interfere with that. If they don't wish to remain, then they can take matters into their own hands. I don't understand why you're all so
Andy
critical.
is confused.
I
They
must
can't.
interject. At this point, we're just arguing a pointless battle.
And Andy is confused.
Can't our
Can the
lie detector
zombies- Can the zombies kill themselves?
Yeah.
Can't our lie detector
Logically-
speak up and speak if somebody's trying to pull the other one?
Oddly enough, both parties think they're telling the truth.
Well, yeah.
At this point, we're just arguing in circles.
Semlix looks back at Damascus as the Dratho proper representative, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I look over him and whisper a bit. could you potentially broker a meeting between the two who again, like, clearly Umbra is not being told something.
No, you and I both know that Maledictus would never approve of another meeting.
It's like, no, he would not. This
Look, just,
At this
I
point,
don't know, we're
Semlex,
kind
we
of
need to
stuck.
focus on net collateral damage. That's what we have to
and
focus on.
Damascus Umbra is deluded beyond belief. He grew up in a world of he grew up around strife, and he does everything he can to avoid it. He ignores everything else around it. Just there's a reason I've been with Maledictus all this time, despite him being irrational.
All right. If you're willing to try to broker a meeting one last time, I'm fine with acting as a moderator if need be. But if not, then Daniel's right. We'll just deal with it when it comes to it.
I'll try. I'll certainly try, but don't hold your breath. Genuinely.
Given the conflict between these two and the leaders at the top, sound advice.
In the interim, we should discuss our plans, but that is again a thing for a later date.
All right.
Indeed.
All right. And the one, though, Pseudo's representative said, okay, well, I believe the meeting is adjourned. Please do enjoy the food if you have not yet, but
Actually, would it be possible for me? I do have Semlex has a quick question for Faust. Nothing
Oh, no.
crazy, but a small question. Not like
That's
for a
fine.
group or anything like that. Like, if he wouldn't mind a small conversation to the side before eating.
That's fine. I have no objections to speaking with it. This is a summit after all.
Thank you.
Did
Do you
you
mind if we
is
step
this
away from the
Yep.
table?
separate chat? Or
Sure, why not?
okay. I gotta bring over Streambot then.
Yeah. Okay. So Semlex steps over and Faust walks over.
Yeah. You see Faust like do something like that, and he like winces a bit as silence comes over you both. So, Semlix,
Yes.
what do you wish to speak of?
During my travels, I heard that you hired a mercenary to do some work for you.
Is this when you are talking to Reversed Moon?
I'm not from this world, and my task is my own, but I am curious. What can you tell me about Tavork's Venator? Do they wield a weapon that is not of this world, or are they more ingrained in this world?
You're asking about the artifact on your, on your belt? No, they do not have one of those. From what I've seen, they prefer a variety of weapons. But why are you asking about them? You obviously know of them.
Well, unless you plan on using him in a future plan that crosses paths with us, honestly, I'm trying to find him. But unless, like I said, unless there's something where like our paths would cross, it seems I would have to actively seek him out at this point.
For the most part, that is correct. I can't really speak in terms of what he's doing for us, as I'm not. It's usually a bad idea.
I'm not asking you like what he's doing for you. I'm not going to try and step on too many toes. I was just curious about his current skill set and weaponry more than anything else.
Well, he does not have a weapon like yours. I will say that much.
Very interesting.
He does.
I
He seems a bit distant, detached, I suppose is a good way to say it.
That's interesting. Well, I willingness to talk. That's it from me. Thank you.
Sure. And for what it's worth, despite our disagreements, I truly do have nothing against you, Semlix. If things went better, I do want everyone to work together. I just don't believe it's as easy as it should be.
I can certainly understand that. Well then, I will let us go so that we can eat.
Of course. And if we battle again, just know any fighting we do is not out of animosity, and I have nothing but respect for you personally.
I thank you. And I will part with a popular phrase from my world. May your heart be your guiding key.
Keep that in mind. Thank you.
Alright, that's good. We can go back.
Okay, moving back.
Just in general.
All right.
Welcome back.
Faust and Semlix go back to the table and and begin enjoying their meal.
What did you do?
Why are you so accusatory?
You
Because
assume
last-
I would do something stupid when
He's
you're right
remembering the
there.
last time somebody talked to Faust.
Sir, this has gone well enough that I don't want to risk pulling out another bomb.
Fair enough. If you're comfortable with talking about it here, I have no qualms, but if not, I would be fine telling you what I asked him back in the
We should
privacy of our
probably
own.
wait. Yeah.
Understandable.
Alright.
First, let's eat.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And
Damascus, I would like to speak with you in private later myself.
so we can deal with that after the meeting. Or after the meal, rather.
Of course.
All right. And now,
Does
while y'all are...
Damascus even eat?
Yeah. Not as much as the
Yeah.
rest of you.
He has a very deep red soup in front of him.
It's
Just
one of
like-
those. It's one of those things. Like, for him, eating is "quote unquote" optional.
I see.
He can enjoy food. He doesn't really need it, though. All right. Well. Okay. Well, we're gonna move back over to. World map is a transition map. I
Yeah.
just need to ready the lab map again, real quick.
Oh, I could use a
Oh
break.
boy.
My brain is sad.
Yeah. So.
Oh my
15,
god.
15-minute break while I prepare
No,
some.
I meant like a break from me having to decide shit. Let's watch Apophis do whatever the fuck Apophis
I'm gonna
is
go
do.
grab a banana real quick.
All right,
I can tell my fetch tangent while we're getting the map ready.
All right, yeah,
sure.
no, just
You want me to
10,
yeah.
15-minute break while I'm getting stuff ready.
Yeah,
So-
you can tell your
Listening.
I cannot remember her name at the moment, but Robot Lady from Rogum.
Mhm,
Like I can see her and Fetch getting along.
I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Because she is the exact like she gives off vibes of the exact sort of like conniving, like I have an ulterior motive here, sort of vibes that I try and just put into like conversations that I have as Fetch in the other campaign. Where it's just like, yeah, no, this sounds like a great idea because there is so very much I can get out of this.
Hate.
Do you want me to like? I can probably explain to the group like what Semlix talked to.
Yeah, we can.
Faust
Let's
about,
just say this
like,
is
while we're just
out.
waiting.
Yeah, this is just like app character. Well, you can tell him, and then we can respond in character. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm just preparing the map, like as I.
So basically, the reason Semlix is in this world is because he's chasing after Tavork's Venator. Because Tavork's was a Keyblade wielder who used the darkness in Semlix's world, and then disappeared. So Semlix was tasked with trying to find him and figure out what happened to him. So since Semlix found out that Tavork's was working for Faust, he basically said like, hey, can you tell me what's up with this guy? And Faust basically revealed like Tavork's does not wield a Keyblade like Semlix, which is intriguing to Semlix.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. So since this map does have the cool ass dynamic lighting, and I don't want to get rid of it, Cilantro is going to be there too, and all of you will be able to see through his eyes.
Right.
Keely.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing my banana.
Nah.
Is it a crazed banana?
Yes.
Why not?
Okay. Just let me.
He
And
comes
on
back like it's half dyed green and has a like it has one of those little like pipe cleaner fuzzy things sticking off the side of it.
While
I am
Derek's and
so
Banana, I'm gonna update Discord real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm so incredibly terrified to find out what comes out of the chest in the mini campaign.
Oh, I've got a lot planned for the chest.
Oh,
The chest is so
no.
fun.
It is going to be the worst conceivable meat brick that has ever been meat brickly conceived.
Oh, I wasn't even just talking meat trick. Like the chest in general is such a cool thing.
Man, that was
Mm.
quick.
God, I loved how much I was able to mess with you guys.
That was pretty great. All right. I want to. Can people really?
Where was the mess with thing happen be had?
The
Did
map?
I-
The rat?
The map is not ready, but I want people to like. Map is not ready, but can everyone see the map? Like,
I
can
can
everyone
s-
see the
yeah.
cave?
I can
No.
see
I see
the
dark.
three dudes.
Yes,
Oh,
there we
it is,
go.
Down there.
Oh, there it is.
Down
It's
there.
down
Okay,
there.
good. So all of you are able to see through Cilantro's eyes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Map once again. Map not ready. Doing some preparation for it.
Banana.
Bonono.
Quack.
I have added
Pancake is
tab-
with me.
Of
Yeah,
course,
but he's
Pancake
probably
is
not
in the
going to
party.
contribute too much. He's probably just gonna like stand watch
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
because, like, there Pancake is very loyal to the group, with one exception. And
Gee, I wonder what exception that is.
yeah, so pretty much that. He's probably just gonna stand by the like cave entrance.
Functionality question.
Mhm.
We can punish those who worship us so long as we can see them. Since I can technically see through Pancake's eyes, can I punish him from anywhere?
Does Pancake worship? Oh, you mean Killiam or?
Does Killiam
Well,
worship?
Killiam or-
William worship?
No, he does not.
Well, does Pancake?
No?
No,
Oh.
I would say like he's a subsidiary more or less.
Why would a god worship
That'd be
another
like
god?
saying that you worship this pantheon.
It's like how it works is like he is a part of the pantheon, and like his deeds are kind of your deeds. Like he's just like a proxy. And it works the same for like Dominion. You can do stuff through him, but like you are spending the Dominion, but you can spend it through Pancake, as an example. Like, so he could have a part in the paradise.
Okay.
But like he is like for all intents and purposes a subsidiary. He does not worship you, but like he is, subservient.
So Trevor.
It doesn't say sight. You can instantly kill an offending worshiper or afflict them with some debilitating suffering appropriate to their words. This torment lasts as long as the Godbound desires. If another god accepts the worshiper, however, the curse is lifted.
I thought there was something somewhere else in the book that said that I had to know of their location.
It might be in the wall of text that is what the apotheosis word does.
Probably.
And I'm just
Trevor,
realizing
when you
how
have
like
a moment, please send me
It's
your
late.
notes from Reversed Moon.
Okay, let me
And I-
see if I have them.
and I'm just realizing like how bad I used to be at making tokens, because there's all this, like dumbass squares. Sorry, you're gonna have to deal with it because it doesn't make sense he would have anything better. Like, because
That's
he
fine.
wouldn't have improved his defenses much because he just escaped.
Oh, he had the robots that were asking. I remember them.
Yeah, the dumb robots. And I think half of the jail cells is still out of commission.
Yeah, like he was like as I said, moving back here would have been like a rushed thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because Trevor, you weren't here when Mom was in the first few sessions. She had never played D&D before, so
Mhm.
we all got to the robot guards and were automatically trying to attack it. And she was like, "But why?" And
Yeah,
this
I
was
think
like,
me
"Come
and-
with us to our cell." And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
And
it
then
actually worked
and then
out. Like,
Chip, the guy piloted by the person who I think has the most D&D under his belt, was like, also like, yeah, let's go follow the robots.
no, like it was genuinely like a good idea, like
Nice.
genuinely. Because like what was happening is at this point they grabbed the talk rock, from one of his past experiments, and like when they went in the rock, they were like, they kept saying, "Escapee, please return to your cell," and like she was saying, "No, let's just return." And Bray piped up, "Yeah, actually, that's probably it. Like they're referring to us as escapee because we got the rock. It's fine. Let's do it."
Interesting.
And
Just
then
because she
then
never
they
played before and didn't know why we were trying to fight everything.
went and shut us in the cells, and
And
I
then
picked
we
the lock, you
unshut
handed
us
me the
in the
lock. And then Simux unlocked the lock.
I turned my door into sand.
Yep.
No, you turned it into feathers.
You did turn it into
Yeah,
that.
it was
I turned it
feathers.
into feathers. Yeah. Either way, I turned it into not a door.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well,
Had I ever met Killian before?
I don't
No.
think so, actually.
Okay.
No.
Like you would have maybe like seen him in the cell, but like met, not really.
Okay. I didn't meet him before I killed his buddy, or his buddy.
No, like that was
Patriot.
like not
Yeah.
really. Yeah, no.
So I did not meet him under any sort of good circumstances.
Nope. No,
Very good.
yeah, no, it's gonna be one of those. Okay. Well, is everyone back in?
I should pull up the other character sheet.
Oh, I'm actually curious about that. And actually, while we're thinking about it, and we can do this for others if you want. Do we want to like? Oh wow, you really did fill out the full sheet.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Oh yeah, you can just look at it. I sent you a screenshot of it, but you can just click into it.
Interesting combination. I like it. I like it.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I
eventually.
think it's kind of like, at first I was sort of going with a different, more edgy approach, but this I think will be interesting.
No edgelord?
Yeah.
And then
I
I'm pretty
also
sure that my backup is just Ligari because he's
It's easy.
existing.
I gave you another one. If
Bray
you
backup.
wanted it.
Yes, no, I do see Bray backup there.
But at the same time, like if you want it to be Ligari, it's Ligari. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
it's
mostly filled
Ligari
out my
unless I think
backup.
of someone else, basically.
Okay. Yeah, no, the reason I gave you another is because Ligari was kind of born out of it should be a Fae because of the situation, and I
Mhm.
didn't want to force you into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. All right. While we're waiting, actually, those of you who have made backups or want to get rid of them, do you want to just do the stat roll just while we're thinking about
Sure.
it?
That
Sure.
works great for me.
Um,
I was actually writing down some of my domains to my backup.
I'm pretty sure
it's
that's
this.
all
You
I
do this
need.
like 6 times. If you roll like absolute fucking dog shit, or if
Isn't it 46k H3?
yes, you're right. It's 46 KHC. Thank you.
Yep.
There we go.
GM roll makes it so that it's like not spamming chat and it only spams Robert's chat.
That is exactly what it does. Plus, you may or may not want everyone to know your stats. That's another reason.
And also it's going to make my life easier at least because I will only see my
It does not make mine easier, but
Yeah.
it makes everyone else's okay.
I have made
Didn't
Like-
you already roll for Ligari though?
I'm just doing this in case I think of another guy. And I've made like Kyle. Basically.
I mean, not all of them. He's a bit above. No, he's below. 1, 2,
he's pretty Kyle.
Not the best stat line, but not god awful.
1, 2, 3.
I think all I needed
Um,
for my backup was...
Apophis, I think that's a do-over because like you only have your
Okay.
highest is
The 15.
Yeah, no, like it's. I'm trying to. No, that's not. It's not good. It's
Okay.
not. You
I'm
didn't.
gonna send
Wait,
send what
actually,
I
hold on.
got to
14,
him just so like
14.
he can see what I did. Like this is what I have deemed Kyle.
You can certainly keep it if you want. You want to keep Kyle?
Where's
I
Kyle?
I think I will mulligan Kyle.
All
It would
right.
be really funny if we all of our backups were just like total schlubs.
I mean,
Right.
my stats aren't great. My highest is 15 as well.
Yeah, no, like
You
all of you were
can't-
like shit. Like
Mine can't be
genuinely.
a schlub. She's old and wise.
Oh yeah, you need to roll still.
Yeah, I was just waiting, because I
Yeah,
figured
thank
your
you.
chat was
Thank
getting
you.
really clogged.
I genuinely do appreciate that.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Do I keep my current ones, Robert, or do I re-roll?
Just a moment. I am.
You don't have to
Even
look
looking
at
worse.
that.
It's wonderful.
Okay,
That's
that falls
bad.
under free mulligan. Yep.
I
but
just
here-
need to read through these numbers for
Alright.
you guys.
Uh,
9,
Miles,
13,
read
10,
roll the rest
4,
of yours real quick,
11,
Miles, because it's
12.
a good start.
Beautiful.
Roll another 5, just so I can
Okay,
see.
so another roll.
Just
another
you can
5,
you can press up, like, and it just repeats what you just typed. Okay, you got
Okay.
a 17 and a 16. You're a fool if you don't keep this already.
All right.
Keep going. You got
Because
6
as a
stats,
reminder,
baby.
some of
You
your
gotta fill 'em
words
out.
will replace your stat
I
level.
think that the game is telling me, dude, it's just Ligari.
Okay, all right, here's the thing. We all saw that.
You have
he's
to
just a
Miles
chat.
has just rolled the most broken character imaginable, but he did
That's
roll it.
incredible.
Like,
That's
keep it.
holy shit.
Like you are an amateur and a fool if you do not keep that. Like that is the best rolls I have ever
That
seen
is
for stat
incredible.
block.
Yeah,
Like
that-
just flat
Okay.
out.
All
Miles,
right.
that 7 can be replaced just by any word that increases a stat.
Write those down in your backup. Like that's like genuinely the best I have
Okay,
ever seen
let's-
anyone roll for stats. Holy shit.
Back
That's
up.
amazing.
Extra
Yeah, for
window.
my current numbers, you can check Project Schrodinger in my backup.
Okay.
for my current numbers.
Should I just
and
put
then
them in,
I'm-
like the attributes just like as a placeholder for the time being?
Okay. Yeah. All right. 1, 2.
I did
3.
7. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good stat
Yeah.
block. I would keep that personally. It's just the first.
No,
six.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's just the
I would
first
keep.
6.
I would keep that personally, but you can. Yeah.
I'm just sending Trevor the
But once again, like
the Goober squad here.
Okay.
You know-
so-
how it works is you know average Bray. If you're below average, you re-roll, and you were definitely below average.
okay, so
Bruh.
I just dropped my 6 stats into the
Dropped it.
attributes for the backup character just as a placeholder. If like the backup
Yeah, you can
character
change them
becomes a-
around. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
change
yeah,
them around. But the important thing is you have them stored. But
Yep.
like genuinely, like your backup, you rolled. That's
That is
insane.
a beefcake.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually just make these things that just in not the Trevor have.
All right.
Like people need to see the abominations that I have.
Robert, is your
Yeah,
chat
go
less
for it.
disgusting now? All right.
Now is the perfect time. Perfect.
That was the first one.
So I guess it just likes me
this
better?
guy exists.
Discord
Unless you roll
pop-ups.
3 16s, that's a free mulligan.
Oh.
1.
Dang it, Trevor!
Yeah, go ahead. Free
Yes.
mulligan. That's that might be the worst one yet. We got 6, 8, 10, 16, 13, 12. Yeah, reroll. That's a free one. That's awful.
No.
You're keeping it? Really?
No, that was me saying no to the above.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm surprised.
Icy character.
It is fun to have faults. I will say that.
Yes, but I'm looking at the things that I've rolled. Like, sure, faults are fun when you
Oh,
have
God.
something to make up for them.
Okay, that's all right. All right.
6, right?
1, 2, 3. Okay, this is an interesting one.
This is
No, it's like it's interesting. Like you've got some real high highs and 2 lows. Like
Again,
this is above average, I think.
again, Andy, you can always use a word that increases your stat.
my words are
cover your
already
load.
chosen.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. In your case specifically, these are not bad rules, but for your character, since your words don't really like change any of that, I would mulligan this just because, like, having 2 things that are objectively bad is probably not the best. Having 1 is okay. Having 2 is eh. But despite that, it is pretty okay. So yeah. But
What? I
I
rolled.
forgot that part isn't to GM. Whoops. Whatever.
it's fine.
If you do /W space GM, it
You
will
don't
whisper
worry
it to
about
Robert.
it. Like
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
reason I said the GM is because so like chat would not be spammed. Like that's legit it.
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one.
That's above average. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one.
It's not fucking Miles's roll, but it's pretty good.
It's Miles.
Do I mulligan mine, Robert?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go for it. Now's a good time.
The
Like now's a good time to do it.
screenshot.
1,
God damn it.
2, 3. Replace the 5, and besides that, I think that's pretty good.
He freaked
Oh
out.
wait, hold on. 1,
Oh my
2, 3.
god!
Wait. Like it's a 15, a 16, and a 13, but it's also a 5. Is that below? I can't tell.
What are you defining as average? Just like straight tens?
I'm defining as average, like, the norm default stat block.
Okay, so that I'll go ahead and give you a count for like what the total plus is on a default stat
Alright.
block.
Like, honestly, reroll. It's close. If it's not above it, it's close. So I'm gonna give you a free one for that.
All right, so the standard array is a 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8, which is 2 plus 2s, 2 plus 1s, and a -1, giving a total of +5.
You rolled one more than normal, by the way,
On my third one.
on both of them. Wait, one. Yeah. That one's definitely low. Don't have to look at that one.
God, now I
Definitely.
need to go to Godbound text and see who's the
All right.
closest
again.
to okay of these goober nuts here.
All right. Well, people are like, okay, there's no in between. You're either rolling like gods or
Schlubs.
okay, replace that one and you're good. Like one of your words is a replacement, right?
I believe so. Yes.
So it's 15. The 12 doesn't count. You rolled like 7.
Okay, Kyle had a +1 net.
All right.
Poor Kyle.
Not. But besides that, the one, like as long as one of your words replaces, I would go with the above personally.
Steve
Agreed.
had +2 net.
Does one of your words replace?
I will double check later because I don't have all my words
Ooh.
set.
Okay, well,
Ooh,
write those
buddy.
down. But
Oh,
if one,
it's already in Project Schrodinger's bio.
okay, well, if one of them replaces, go with that. If not, we'll do it later.
Yep.
Because 4 on a stat is hilarious, but I don't wish that upon you.
Lurk had a -2.
Like Fleck has an intelligence of 6. It's not even that bad. Like 4 is horrible. All right. So, are we good to like resume session now?
Yeah.
Yep.
This will probably be like last sort of encounter because summit and dealing with this.
Yep.
Good news is it does mean that Apophis will be back with the party pretty quickly next session.
It does.
Yeah. And now I just have a backup character.
Oh yeah, I'd like to point out that Pancake's goal was belly rubs, and that's complete.
Oh, I love it. That's adorable.
Oh, he's not getting many belly rubs right now, let me tell you.
Not from you, but Daniel will certainly give him belly rubs.
Right. So, as you go into the dank cave, you see, a musty smell overcomes you. There seemed to be the distinct air of rot in the area.
Awesome.
Well,
Hmm.
I forgot how fucking huge this map was.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Killiam, are you here?
I doubt he's going to speak up, but we should go out and
Yeah, we should go in and I should investigate.
yes.
So we're gonna go down here.
Is Pancake joining? He's probably not going to want to do anything against Killian, but he's welcome to join.
Well, Daniel doesn't want Killiam hurt, Daniel also doesn't want Apophis out of sight, especially after what he said at the summit.
I didn't say anything at the summit.
No,
He
what
didn't.
Daniel said at the summit.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
Well, Pancake is willing to follow, Apophis around, but he just flat
He's
out.
not going to interfere.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not going to contribute to the fight, just flat out. Well,
Fight? I think he means slaughter.
yeah, it's going to be a fucking slaughter. So.
Have I seen anything interesting here? You said there's a smell of rot.
Roll a wisdom check to see if you can find things. There's a noticeable indent in this part of the wall.
Interesting. What's it shaped like?
Well, it's a hole, but the closer you get to it, it seems to be. It looks as if it's a covering, and the rest of it's hollow. You should be able to slip through, no problem.
Can I slip through or can I just pull it out?
You can pull it out, but the map, you can pull it
Yeah,
out. But the
the
map
map
doesn't
won't reflect it.
The map won't reflect it, but I can just put you on the other side of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Basically, I'm saying if there's a cover in front of it, I'm not just slipping through to follow it. I am
Yeah, cover's
making the
gone.
effort. I'm making the effort to pull it down.
All right, cover is gone. Map does not reflect that, but cover is gone.
Okay.
All right. And you see another such covering right there.
If I don't see anything else in here, then I will.
You see another covering. But
I meant anything other than that cover, then I will go over and again pulling that down, continuing further back in here.
you hear some skittering to the right, but just the cover is to the left. It does not sound human.
I'm gonna go over and look to the right before I guess go to the
Roll
left
me
to the
a
cover.
dex check to see if anything finds you for stealth.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
One of them just skitters up towards you. Sure. This is gonna be a one-sided fight, but it still noticed you.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And also, yeah. Oh, I need to roll an initiative here. Where is that at? On here?
Honestly, if you hit it once, you'll kill it. But still,
Yeah.
it might have a chance to bite you first. Is all.
All right, I'm completely failing on finding my initiative in here.
If you press your token and press the
right.
roll.
Here we go.
Initiative in this game is kind of homebrew, but I like it because it gives rewards to people who have fully maxed out decks or whatever, or if you decide to no decks, it reflects that.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He cannot reach you. That sucks for him, doesn't it?
Yep.
His AC is
I'm
10.
just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna step up and punch him.
AC of 10. So
So I don't do auto hit attack. Is it- Although this says auto hit.
just
I
like
think I screwed
twen-
it up. Oh yeah, that's not it.
that's not it at all. Just press
I thought I was
basically
able
just
to click on it.
1d20 plus like 10 plus whatever your to hit is. Or like if you do like
I feel like
unarmed attack, like and then
yeah,
add
it's
10.
just plus my strength, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's gonna be like a plus 15. So if you miss, you deserve to miss, honestly. So
Why is my all right? This is
just
weird.
roll me
I
a
thought
d20. Just roll
oh,
me.
here
a
it
D20.
is. Jesus Christ. And the target's AC is 10, you said?
AC is 10. Yes. Yeah. Wow, you actually got really close to missing that. That's surprising. Nonetheless, you crush the spider against the wall.
Okay.
Punch.
Anything else further back here?
You smell rotting further in, but it seems hold on. Let me the smell of rot gets closer, but it still seems distant.
Hmm. At this point, I'm just gonna go back over to the cover,
Okay.
and I'll investigate it later.
Okay. Yep. Once again, rip it off, I assume.
Yep.
Moving you over, just it's
Mhm.
ripped off, but map does not reflect it. You
Yeah,
understand.
that's fine.
Okay. And this time you see a dark stairwell trickling down.
Mhm.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No.
Okay. You see two armored automatons just standing there, moving, patrolling almost.
Okay. Where are they in front of me?
They're
I
like,
can't see.
oh well, they're like down the stairs more.
Oh,
You
got
should.
it. Okay. Oh, okay.
At that point, they are just continuing
Mhm.
to move around. And like at this point here, no, I got to get out of here. No, they're going to come. All right, so it's got to be somewhere here. It's got to be somewhere. Got to be somewhere. Just
Oh yeah, I'm totally just strolling up.
and as you
The
do,
rest of us cannot see.
yeah, I'm gonna move cilantro up. Sorry. And like, I'll stand back. You can do. I'll stand back. I trust you to deal with it. And it's like, intruder, please state your business.
I'm here to speak to Killian.
Intruder, please state your business.
I'm afraid I haven't been clear. I am here to speak with Killian.
Intruder, speak your business.
Hmm.
I forgot that we broke these.
A little.
His it
Roll
seems that his
initiative.
yeah, I was about to say it seems that his
Yeah, they're very
ability
much.
to
Yeah,
catch
they're very much
creations
broken.
leaves something to be desired here.
All right. Which one is this? All right, it's this one first. All right. It walks up to you and once again yells, "Intruder, state your business," and takes a swing at you.
Okay.
See. Your AC is 4, yeah?
Isn't it 3?
That was 4 because you have a lower dex.
Oh yeah, it's -1.
Yeah. And he misses.
Okay.
You're up next.
Hmm. I'm just gonna strike one of them.
Okay. Just the one to the left then.
Yeah.
AC of 4.
Are they considered lesser foes?
At this point, um,
Because mind you, you meant to throw them at us when we were level 1.
yeah. No, I think they are, but like how it designates lesser foes is weird. Like it's based on hit dice, and I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm reading the ruling, and these guys do not hit hard, but they were a bit tanky. So like it. The reason I'm asking. The reason I'm asking is like they are not a threat, but by the same token, they are a bit beefy. You know what I'm
The
saying?
reason why I brought it up was Frey die.
Okay.
What is a fray die?
Basic.
Frey
Oh
die-
yes.
On your turn,
if
you'll roll
You know
a
what?
d8.
These are not going to come back. Sure, they're lesser foes. I'm not looking it up.
Yeah, so a Frey die is something that auto damages people that you're in combat against if they are lesser foes.
Got
Yeah,
it.
so just roll. Does it hit everything that is a lesser foe, or?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so roll a 3 die real quick. All right, and all these take.
And it is 1d10, right? You said 1d8, but it gives
It's
me
1d8.
this from. Okay.
You may have something else that makes it
Let
stronger.
me look if it's dragon.
Whatever. You rolled a 5. That's close enough. Well, actually, no. Wait, is it normally? Why is everyone else's Frey die a D8?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, normal
Just
is
roll-
d8.
Roll me a D8. I don't know why
That's
yours
if you
is.
had a strength modifier of +2 and decided that your hero carried a heavy two-handed hammer. You'd write down plus no. Also note that your Frey die, which is a 1d8 for most heroes, most is the key word, so your dragon heritage might give you a bonus. Your
It
Frey die
doesn't
is
say
rolled.
anything about my fray die.
Then roll a D8.
Dragon. Okay.
Your Frey die is rolled each round to damage lesser foes, and you can usually count on taking out 1 or 2 ordinary human enemies
Okay.
each round without an explicit attack action.
Okay, yeah. No, at this point they would be lesser. And this time you take off, from both of these, you take off one of their arms, and they just continue stating, "Intruder, state your business." And walking up, "Intruder, state your business." These are not smart.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh.
It actually okay. Despite the fact, these things are a joke, they somehow managed to land a hit on you. It didn't really hurt that much, but it kind of stung.
Yeah, that irks me a bit.
Oh no.
Intruder, state your business.
I'm just gonna melt these.
It barely missed. Intruder, state your business.
Let's see. Targets and mobs with only 1 hit die are instantly killed.
These have more than one. As I said,
Yep.
they're tanky, but it will still probably kill them.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear God. Please. I'm going to give you a tip.
Oh yeah.
Ones always count as 0 damage. Use your gift that lets you roll this again, please. That's so sad to see.
That's so funny.
It's so
That's
sad to
adorable.
see.
All right, then I'm gonna use World Eater.
Yeah, try it again. That's tragic.
Let's see. If a normal attack is automatically successful,
Yeah,
if an
basically
offensive
just
power,
lets you
I roll them twice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it would have. Okay, that's better. Now it actually does die. That was atrocious. It's
Yeah.
just
And then do I roll my fray die again, or are both of them dead?
don't bother.
Okay.
Intruder, state your.
Also, would I have healed at any point? I just realized I was down like 8 HP from the.
You would have,
Fight
but
with,
Killiam's
Godric.
you would have, but Killiam's not going to be a threat.
Okay. I was just curious.
So don't worry about it.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was something.
Killiam, I heard you in here.
Fuck. Well,
Hello.
shit.
It's a little rude of you, don't you think?
Well,
Using the pet dog that you created to run off.
He
I was
let.
going to protect you, you know. I was going to keep you alive. Your friend
Listen,
Daniel actually had very strenuously requested it.
listen. I know the method of protection working Faust does. I have made it clear from the very, very beginning. I do not wish to work with Faust. He makes you play his game. He forces you to get in lose-lose situations, and he keeps doing it until there's nothing left. I told you from the beginning I would not engage in any of it. But it was not listened to. Those were my terms since the very beginning. I know you're new to this group, but they should not be surprised at all that I left.
I don't understand working with Faust. You're right. I am new. It's a pleasure to meet you. The others have their own way that they have been dealing with Faust. And for the most part, by and large, I agree with their methods. And by dealing with Faust, I mean opposing them. I am something else. I don't think you quite understand what has happened in the past weeks. But there is no one working with Faust less than I.
Roll me a charisma check.
I can't wait for this to bomb also. Oh, okay.
All right, this is an interesting direction. What do you mean? What are you exactly?
As I said, at one time, I was merely a detective who enjoyed nestling himself in the tangled web of people's stories. Because of Faust and mismatched memories, that's changed. I am other from that which I used to be. And it's
I love
true.
how you're saying so much and yet so little.
Don't
And it's
put
true.
this on us.
This was all Apophis, but he don't know that. It's fine. Go for it.
It's confusing to me and somewhat hurtful to be accused of working with Faust.
Did go to the summit, but I am intrigued. And this,
No, I think that now it's your time to explain yourself. What have you been doing here? I have already told you. I am other from what you expect.
well, I was preparing to leave. Very simply, I believed there would be no future for me here.
Interesting.
Because I'm gonna kill him.
Not if Apophis spares him, you're not.
Listen.
Um,
We we all I noticed what happened to God, how can I not remember his name at this point? I spent a lot of time. Well, either way, I knew about the coup. The coup was unfortunate, and the fact is, I did not agree with him, but nonetheless, he was executed. Who the fuck am I talking about? I'm sorry.
Again, I understand your confusion. Once
But-
again, I must force myself to repeat. I am other, and that has some effects on the
Wait.
reality you engage with.
Wait. Is this other mean you Is this why I can't even remember it? Okay.
Is he a greater foe?
No.
Oh, he's just a dude?
Yeah, he's just a smart dude.
Oh, okay.
He has some knowledge of theurgy, which is why I wanted him.
And he has created Godbounds, like, or at least tried to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he created Pancake, which makes him valuable for that, if nothing else.
He's a good ally, not much in a fight.
Yeah.
Remy and Demogorgon wanted to kill him because, you know, he was torturing people in his experiments.
He was.
Daniel said no.
He was like.
And
Okay.
I'm assuming that's going to be what the rotting is and why he's been so evasive about it.
Probably. But it's like, okay, well, it's. You say you're other. Okay, I suppose if I don't tell the truth, I'm dead anyway. My goal is for divine beings without influence. I am very against Faust. I worked with him in the past, but just as I was there, and just as I was thinking now, I did not see a future in it. I left, tried to hunt me down, I avoided it, came here because I assumed it would be an out, and tried to have some form of divine beings to. Me and Faust had some major disagreements. Although my experimentation has always been unorthodox, I never did anything that I never did anything without knowing the result would be as expected. He just pursues. He does not see the ends always justify the means with him, and at first I liked that. And when I saw what happened, I saw more of that, so I tried to leave.
I see.
I will tell you this, though. I left Faust, and I do not like him, but I did not, just like I would be doing here, I would have no intent of taking you out. With Faust, it's a different case entirely, but I was just
that
trying
is
to leave.
adorable. And so I've been looking different, so which is why I have the American accent. But
Yeah,
I think
no, I
I'm just going to like switch back into my more typical Apophis shape in front of him.
And
It
another
is adorable that you think you could take me out, as it were.
Me? No, I could not. I am a creator. And any good creator knows his creations far exceed themselves.
That is. Oh. Oh, god damn it, they're gone again. Sorry, one second. My character sheet has been rude.
Oh yeah, no, roll
lately.
20 sucks. It's roll 20 doing roll 20 things.
It's
Don't.
I got, god damn it.
I get point. So,
I
vote.
want to use this.
Oh, I think I know what you're using.
Oh, no.
So this is gonna mostly be for flavor.
Oh, Jesus. I don't like your flavor.
Oh, that's not what I thought you would be using,
Yeah,
but
no.
that works.
Oh, so yeah, this is gonna come up later, but I think I know what you expected me to use, and Apophis is going in a very different direction. I
Okay.
think.
All right. All right. So regarding their past, they were one of the key scientists under the Kueth Empire. They were
Mm-hmm.
a long line in descendants that originated in the making of the Made Gods, which was what overthrew Bixian. His family has always been opportunists, and he is the last in his long line. Their most likely fate in the next year is entirely dependent on you.
I figured.
And their current ambition is to create a Godbound outside of the influence of the divine, to have one that's independent of the old gods and the new.
Oh, that one. Interesting.
Mighty uncomfy.
I can look at you, and I understand you. There is on the grand tapestry of fate, everyone's thread goes one point to the next, intertwined, sometimes tangled, sometimes very orderly. You would subvert that. You wish to create something other, like myself. And that I cannot abide. This abominable isolation, as everyone else proceeds through their life, secure in a destiny. No. I'm afraid your hubris exceeds yourself, Killiam.
Well,
I understand that Daniel wished for me to preserve you, and I was committed to that at the time. But I'm afraid that you have attracted too much attention, and I have a feeling that as I explore this laboratory, I'm going to find some mighty objectionable behavior from you.
well, you've been reading me, I'll read you. Yes, I will die. But you're mistaken if you think I'm the only one here who's done cruel things for their own ambition.
Oh, I certainly understand that. The other one's very scaly and standing right behind me.
What?
Cilantro is the creation of Bray's ambition.
No, that's
so I'm
not what
talking
I'm
about-
laughing at.
No, I'm saying, like, Cilantro has also done very cruel things. But the difference is, they are still bound within their fates. To be otherwise is abomination. And I'm afraid I cannot allow you to continue with your ambitions. Though I can assure you that your research will not go unobserved. And what?
Well, unfortunately for you, my research was actually interrupted by the group that you are now with. They requested I don't do the experiments while I was with them, so you're not going to find too much, sorry to say.
Oh, that is not something that I am sorry to hear at all. And I think at that, I am just going to, how do I politely say that he's gonna get a fist through his chest?
Oh, just kill him already.
You make him a donut.
Yeah, pretty much.
His AC is... You're gonna hit him. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
There's no way he wins this. Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright. A human donut is on the ground now, which was once known as Killian. Now, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, just so you're aware, you can do this. And I know you're aware, but I'm asking you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go look at the books and stuff that are on the tables here.
Okay. In the shelves, you see a lot about, roll me a intelligence check real quick, just for investigation.
Oof. Not a good
You had Your check is
Yeah.
a 3. That's
Yeah, I
still
know.
pretty good. As you look through, you find a lot of books about biology and, divine nature. But you find one that stands out to you.
Mm-hmm.
The creation of the made gods.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
yeah, you pocket the book. Launch is like, well, probably the best way, probably the most risk-free way of dealing with this. Do I want to clean this up and use this lab, or should we just leave it here?
That
As a
the answer
reminder,
to
this
that
is not
ends
within
in.
our territory.
I was gonna say the answer to that
Pancake is
ends
just
in.
gonna sulk and walk away. By the way,
Uh,
Yeah, fair enough. So that the answer to that depends on the results of our investigate in this lab here. I have a feeling there's some deeply unconscionable things in here.
Where you're just making things up. That can't be a word.
Unconscionable?
that's a
That's
word.
a word.
That's
Where
absolutely
you're
a word.
making shit up.
That one's a word.
that one definitely is a word.
I was
Oh
like,
my God.
that? All right. Well, I suppose we should search around, see what we find.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll a check for Cilantro because he is present.
You want me to check for these rooms?
Yeah, sure. Oh, Cilantro got a 20.
Based.
It's like, as is, Apophis,
Yes.
there are more hidden doors. And
Oh.
Interesting.
as he pulls out the thing, it's like, you see a very dusty room with a chest in the middle.
Well, that sucker's getting opened.
All right. In it, you find an artifact. Funnily enough, this was here since session 2.
Are you shitting
Love
me?
it.
Yes.
I love
We
it.
got a better artifact out of the deal.
Did
Um,
we?
I'll
I
be
got
Pancake?
pancake out of it.
all right. I'll be real with you. I never thought this would come back, so I don't have it written up anymore. But there is an artifact there. I will give it
Okay.
to you. I'll actually write it up, but there is an artifact in this chest.
Very cool.
Like it's been here since session 2.
Pancake was a better artifact.
He was, but yeah, no.
He's not
Also
gonna
horribly
unhave
balanced.
this here.
But yeah, no. Still, pretty decent reward that that's found by natural 20.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna find what we killed last time.
About that. It's like, well, this is surprised he didn't try to use this, but well, I'm sure it will be a boon. There's another door I found over there, but I think this was the more important one.
I would agree based on the magical nature of this object.
Probably why one of the reasons he came back. Well, nonetheless. Like, and he slips more into there. It's like, and you go into a pool of water. The rotting smell is much stronger,
Okay.
and like a part of the water is red.
Oh boy.
Well, I suppose this is the direction I'll follow, but I don't really want to get involved in whatever the fuck this smell is.
Oh yeah, we never did dispose.
Alright, so I'm just gonna walk around and look at what's in here.
As you the smell gets stronger. Smell gets smell gets stronger still. Make a constitution check.
Damn. What the hell is
Yeah,
in that?
hardness save works. As you go through,
Oh
this.
shit! Yeah. Okay. I brain farted and I was like, "Oh, he meant hardiness," because we're
No,
not
that's
playing
fine.
D&D.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you look through, you see the smell, and there is a writhing mass of, tentacles and flesh above you. But it does not look whole. It looks as if something was trying to bring it back together. And it just is staring
Yeah.
at you.
Oh, I don't like that.
Is there something gross on the screen?
Remember
It's
the mouther?
No, I'm
It's
not
delivering
clicking
Malcolm.
back over. I am not clicking back over.
But he's
It's
got mouths in
uh,
his mouth.
Mm-mm.
And he's
No.
just standing there. He does not seem to be able to move or fight, but he is looking.
Hmm. What are you?
Something that should be dead.
It mimics back. What are you?
Ugh.
Hmm. Yeah. Nope. This is bad shit too. We're gonna breath of
It-
death it.
It's not going to be able to fight back, so
Yeah.
roll with advantage.
I love that it's just sitting here like the meat blob is saying, "What are you?"
Roll again, just to see how much you eviscerate it by. As you breathe the noxious fumes on the rotting mass of flesh and mouths, and it begins to do a sound that can be best described as coughing. At least you hope it's coughing.
Mhm.
And the mound and the flesh just falls to the ground and begins spreading out across the body of water.
Huh.
Okay.
we're-
Yeah. I'm gonna walk out. Like I'm gonna back up so that I don't get covered by it. But
Yeah, Solange's gonna do it. If we plan to use this place, we really, really need to get rid of that.
I would certainly agree. That was most disgusting.
Yeah. Well,
And
l-
I feel all the more justified in my decisions.
well, he was an asset, but if his goals were truly as you said, I agree. Getting rid of him was the right choice.
Yeah, which way goes down?
I'll save you some time. You explored
Okay.
everything of note. We're gonna end the
Yep.
session here.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fun.
Good.
Yeah.
How did
I
everyone
can't believe how well that went.
I
It
can't believe
did
it
go
either.
very well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the summit went really well actually. So good
somehow,
job, everyone.
Somehow we
I've
went
been-
from
Especially you, Miles. You did really
Yeah.
good. Like
Yeah, good job.
genuinely.
I was dreading it the last few days.
No,
yeah,
like
I
it.
know.
It went about as well as it could have. Honestly.
I had a perverse "how are we gonna screw this up" looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't really made a whole lot of enemies with people yet, so
Like
No, you
God,
have not.
the fairy queens. Oh, this is going to be most interesting.
Yep.
Sort of that is the approach I have been taking to this for the last few days.
I mean, let's be honest. That was an underdog play. Anybody, including us, expected that to be fucked up. So for
Yeah.
us to succeed successfully,
Yep.
Well,
fine.
y'all made sound arguments and didn't try to dodge things too much. It worked.
Yeah.
You did good.
Further, arguing so well that another declared war.
Yeah. I was about to say, somehow we actually went in there and people came out liking Faust less. Like, somehow I feel like we actually made friends in that one.
I mean, we more or less did make allies set from that
Yeah.
summit. so-
Astra is kind of an ally, just
Yeah.
because he hates Nosgrad.
Yep.
Also, how do you like the new NPCs?
Yeah. I
Fashionista is my favorite.
It's pretty funny.
I'm trying to think of
I like
like
the
out
Warforged.
of the new man group, who's my favorite?
Sorry, Derek, I didn't hear. Can you repeat that?
I like the Warforged lady.
Yeah, I was about to say the Warforged lady like might end up being the final boss, even beyond Faust.
I really enjoy her. She's great.
Yeah, there's a reason why. I knew Miles would argue back and forth with them, which is why I eventually just cut it off and said, "Let's experiment with doing it in other worlds first. That
Yeah.
way, if they're fucking crazy, they don't get the superpower. Two, it allows us to at least begin piecing together a way to fix the world without blowing it the fuck up. Because to use those shards for any kind of engine, we're likely going to punch more holes in the fabric of reality."
Yep.
Yeah, but okay, so we know you like the Fashionista and NPC. What do you feel about the other ones?
I liked the chaos play of the leader of the Badlands.
I mean, he's got details you don't know about, and you just happened. You said the perfect things to get him to loathe Umbra.
Yeah, when we get Mega Switzerland to declare war,
Mega Switzerland. Oh my god.
If you said it any differently at all, he probably wouldn't have done anything.
Also, y'all are gonna have a hard time convincing Remy to help you do anything but destroy the Night Roads.
I mean, so if the Night Road supports this celestial engine that maintains the world, that's one thing. If it's not Night Roads to the Abyss, other worlds, other threats, Daniel would likely agree with you. Yes, let's seal those off.
Well, I don't know if hippie is probably not the right word that I'm thinking of, but Remy is very much. But the natural order, we can't upset the natural order. What if
The
the
problem
world
is the
dying
natural
the
order is
natural
falling apart
order?
at our feet.
Yeah, that's
so-
true.
But
It is.
what if that is the natural order?
Except that
What if
it's not.
That's what's meant to
And that-
be.
Except that it's not, because Bixian exploded, destroying the natural order, and so
But it's the new natural order.
we're duct taping the natural
There's
order. back.
nothing natural about this order. This
But
was
it's still the-
actively broken.
But it's
You're
still
right.
the closest thing to a natural order, technically.
We are duct taping the natural order back together.
Yep.
But what if it doesn't want
be
to be
right
duct
back.
taped back together?
Is it great? I
I'm
love.
fairly certain Samael would have some words with you for letting the world literally implode.
Yeah, but no, I am happy with this session. I was
Yeah.
interesting turn of events near the end. I don't think I hope no one was expecting Mega Switzerland to do the war.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I really wasn't. I was like, oh shit, how do I de-escalate this?
Haven't we gotten, well, maybe not us, like Reagan, haven't we evacuated a good chunk of everyone already?
A good chunk. A good
yes,
chunk.
A good chunk, but that was also
Oh,
under
yeah,
vague
yeah.
threats of war. Now it's official. There will be a war. It's just who's going to die.
Yeah, like at this point, like there is, before there was a quote unquote deadline, now there's a deadline.
Yep.
Yeah, previously it was us having this is going to occur in the next few months. Now it's you have 1 month no matter what.
I don't know. That's still player agency. It'll be fine. All right.
I'm surprised
that
that
note-
I was legitimately expecting us to enter a Cold War or something.
No,
I-
it's fine.
I loved the freaking mess that is apparently the Beast Kingdom leadership with Prissy Boy and other dude. Just like
Yeah.
that was great.
Oh yeah, I guess
to
he's
know how this
technically.
happens.
Oh yeah, I guess he's technically your ally now because
Because of spite for Umbra specifically.
I
No, that's
just
right up
need to
Nosgrat.
know how it
Yeah.
happens.
I
Never
can't keep. There were so
underestimate
many new names that have been introduced over the last couple sessions. I can't keep them all straight.
never underestimate the power of spite.
Oh, believe me, I know. I have done sizable amounts of things out of nothing but spite keeping me going.
And on such a wonderful note, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right,
Night.
good night.
Good night.
But
See you tomorrow, Trevor.
yeah.
I can't wait to see how we fuck this one up.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing, people generally like Astra.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As a character, as an ally, there's a different value.
He's a wonderful character. I would not like to deal with him as a person on a day-to-day basis.
Fair.
I don't think I'd want to deal with
he's-
most of those people at the table on a day-to-day basis.
No leader is going to be perfect. Like I've actively made sure everyone has their problems.
I'm pretty sure
Just
I'd
look at
vibe with
us.
Fleck a bit.
Morris is just done with
Everything.
everybody's shit.
Like Morris's problem is he's not the leader.
Yeah.
He's just getting roped along in this nonsense and he actively does not want to be here.
Oh, Miles left.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he said goodnight already.
He did.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
Mor-
legitimately
Morris
scared of
continues to
Grant.
be great. Fleck continues to be a wonderful little bean.
I love Black.
That's
Black
great.
is glorious.
Yeah.
Like is probably the most fun character to speak as. I will say that.
Sure.
Oh, believe me, I fully get it.
I love the comparison that we made where we took a grenade from Plek and gave him a well, it was
we gave him the
Nice.
pineapple he thought it was.
a poisoned pineapple. It could still kill somebody, but he'd have to figure it out first.
No, we gave him shiny rocks for the talk rock, and then
No,
what did we
we
give
You
him?
gave
we
him the
an
book of
artifact.
punishment.
Oh, we did give them a book.
Yeah. And he unlocked it but didn't understand the jokes because I remember when we figured out he could unlock it, we all had a collective heart attack.
Yeah, but it's fine.
that
once
was
again,
fun.
Plek, once again, Keyblade locks are divine. Anything that can
Yeah.
unlock it.
Yeah,
And be unlocked by another divine. With the
Or
appropriate
one
power.
that's divine involving lock specifically.
Yeah, that's why I said of relevant power.
Yeah.
I love Plek. Plek is wonderful. Plek has implications, and it is fun.
Derek likes Plek, Daniel hates Plek.
I thought Derek didn't like Plek. Has he warmed up to you?
He's grown on me like a cancer.
Yes! Hell yeah. Everyone likes Plek. It's official.
Yeah.
Daniel doesn't like him.
Everyone that's not every of the players likes Plek. It's official. Hell yeah.
I've
I like.
I
Plek
want to hear
immediately.
Logan's response to catching up to where we are.
I love the fact that I've played translator for Plek on multiple occasions.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
And I've had to play translator for you.
Yeah.
Last question. What do y'all think of Nosgrat? I don't
Which
know.
one's Nosgrat?
Okay,
He's
that's
from
an
Amalgam
answer.
That's
Territories.
unfortunate.
No,
That's an
no,
answer,
it's
alright.
no, it's just a matter of I've got ideas for characters, and then I've got names. I have not interacted with everyone enough to have names stapled to characters.
And
I
that's
literally
fair.
do
Like
not know,
Plek's
I
handler.
don't know what country
Yes, he
he's
was.
in.
Okay.
He came
Ah,
out of
Nosgrat.
Okay. Yeah.
Competent.
No. I fully understand why he was here. Plek needs supervision.
Mhm, mhm.
I guess by comparison, he would be the most boring of the group.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's honestly 100%
honestly,
fair.
There's a
he
reason
was
for
he
that.
was here as the
Yeah.
straight man for the Amalgam Territories. So
He was the counterbalance.
Yeah, no, it makes
like-
sense. He was not a hit,
Yeah,
honestly.
so
he was.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that
to
makes
bring
sense.
up what he said during the meeting, Plek isn't an idiot. Well, he is, but
He is
isn't
also a
used-
leader.
Yeah.
He is a leader, and he has the power to back it up. It's just whether or not he can figure out that he needs to use it is the question.
No, what he was more or less saying is, you might think he's stupid, and he is to an extent, but he is also a leader and should be respected as such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, very in line with him.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I liked the guy. He just didn't have as much opportunity to shine as most of the other characters.
That's fair. I
Especially,
think.
you also kind of like confetti cannon dust with so many different people in so many different places.
Well, it was a summit. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
no,
I
no, it
know,
makes
but-
sense that we got hit with the confetti cannon.
Yeah, but
It's
we also
just
didn't
that
exactly.
Nosgrat was like the least sparkly of
Yeah,
them.
no, like that's honestly 100% fair.
Yeah, we
like,
had
yeah,
no real
honestly.
chance to interact with him ahead of time.
Like, he was already set up to be like the rational one, and when
Yeah.
compared to the clothing guy and
We
a
have Robot Lady. We have ostensibly a human from the Beast Kingdom, who I'm convinced has some sort of Beauty and the Beast sort of thing going on.
Oh,
Ooh,
he's
that's a
he's
thought.
fun. He's just genuinely a fun character.
Like, considering everything that we've heard about the Beast Kingdom, I am pretty thoroughly convinced that he is not just a dude. Is the extent of really how I have thought into the matter. There is something fuzzy about the man that isn't quite obvious yet.
It's because he's fuzzy.
Sure.
He probably has a fuzzy coat.
No, I'm referring to him being a beast, which is why I said fuzzy.
No, I'm talking about, because this was like the dude I described as like Arabian Guy Fawkes, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Because like basically like the vibe I'm getting off of, like, okay, he looks like a normal human dealing with a place that has a reputation for not putting up with humans.
Yes.
There's something making him an exception that hasn't quite been elaborated on yet.
Yes.
That is the point that I'm trying to make.
I look forward to the madness.
I love that Derek didn't piece this together.
Piece what together?
I rest my case.
Yeah. Just,
No, I'm zoning in and out so much right now.
Beast Kingdom Human Man.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
certainly not
all of-
human man.
During this session, all of my brain processing power was going straight to not fucking up.
I genuinely think this is probably the best result you could have hoped for.
Yeah,
So-
no, this is great.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I love everyone came to a certain conclusion about what I was gonna do, and they were wrong, which
Yeah?
is very fun.
Yeah.
Oh no, I kind of
I'd
figured you were
gotten a
going to kill him.
message. No, I'd gotten some messages about what they thought I was gonna do.
Oh.
Some messages I'm not aware of. I'm interested.
Yeah, no, I got DM'd.
Ooh. Well, that messages are messages. It's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
I
all
was
good.
wrong.
I
Not for
went and
me.
looked at my conversation because I knew that I sent you stuff today, and I was like, okay, no, we didn't talk about the Dudeman at all.
Nope.
Well, you killed him, and I'm happy. So you know.
Yeah, no, he would. Faust was never gonna bring up Ankarth, like never, because.
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh no, that would immediately blow his cover of he is literally invading.
Well, he said, and this was true. He does not. Respects the sovereignty of the other nations. They weren't really a nation. They were a city-state.
True, but there's still that leeway of, while technically not inaccurate, it's still gonna make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, he did not bring it up.
yeah, no.
And for obvious reason, Daniel doesn't want to bring it up.
Yeah. No, it was very much agreed to shut up about it situation.
So, Bray, expect
Yes.
your sister to try to be recruited for our new royal scientist. Especially since her current city is about to be besieged in a month.
Yeah, no, I can see that. We'll just have to go and talk with,
Mhm.
and then see if she'd be interested in doing the thing.
What do you think about Pseudo? Final question.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
Is he
Yeah, no.
actually mute or just quiet?
As it was
He
previously
whispers.
stated-
He whispers to his aide.
Okay.
I would love to know more about him because
Same.
he is a wonderfully mysterious figure.
Well, he has previously stated when it comes to sealing the night roads and stuff, he is willing to coordinate, but otherwise his land is off limits unless we have a delegate and we work with him on establishing communication, which means that he's not fully walling himself off. He's willing to talk, but under controlled circumstances.
Pretty much that. Yeah.
There is a lot to process from this session.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know if this was a turning point as big as like eating God, but I do think a lot has been accomplished.
Yeah, no, this was a day of many things being had.
I look at this as we ate God, we pulled a nuke out of the closet, and in this scenario, we've largely disarmed the nuke. Now we have to figure out how to dispose of it in its entirety. Like, it's not an active threat of
The
blowing
issue is
up, but-
mitigated, I suppose, is the best way to say
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say this is less us having disarmed the bomb and more us, hiding the lighter from the 5-year-old.
Well, that's why I'm saying we've disarmed it, but that doesn't mean it cannot be rearmed.
Yeah, that's that's fair.
Now we have to get rid of it before it can be rearmed.
I don't know. Or Apophis convinces people that he's friend or becomes so powerful that nobody can do anything about it. Both of
Not
those
friend.
are routes he could go.
Not
Yeah,
friend.
we're gonna. I think both Daniel and Remy will both agree the second one ain't gonna happen.
No.
10 out of 10, by the way. Love the meme.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there are some other folks that also think that in this group, but
I'm not
Faust is
convinced
the
you
one that's
don't.
explicit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, that is so perfect.
I have to go pass out now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for
Have a
playing.
good
It's
night.
been great.
Thanks for playing,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes.
Thanks. It was fun.
Was many fun.
Yeah, glad everyone enjoyed the session.
It was excellent.
Good. Night, everyone, then.
Have a good night,
night.
all.